Hey, welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. Y'all see the thumbnail, Haney versus Lomachenko. Did I say that? Lomachenko? Loma. The pressure is on Haney to show and prove. We're going to get into the particulars, why the pressure is on him. But y'all know the drill first. Let's turn to Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT, and you can refer to me as Miss T. And if y'all hear some glitches in the intro song, please let me know because it be sounding like that over here on my end. Y'all see the thumbnail, Haney versus Lomachenko. The pressure is on Haney to show and prove. Why? I think is because he has the belts. But he has no fame. He has no fame. He can't get two things to match. That's right. I said that shit. I know that there's a lot of Haney fans out there that don't like to be critical of him. I like Haney. I don't dislike him. And every fight that he has been in thus far, I have cheered for him to win. So, but y'all know me. I'm going to keep it straight. 100. What's up, General Big Fish? I see you up in here. Andrew Charles, I see you too. Y'all know at the beginning of my show, it's a water check. Yo, you know that vacation threw me way the hell off. I had a good time though. Boy, when you have a good time. But yeah, it threw me way the hell off. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, y'all. Bear with me. But yes, the water, I didn't meet my goal today. I came close. A funny thing, you guys, I bought me a water cooler. That's right, a water cooler. And y'all probably know this about me by now. I do a lot of gadgets in my life. But the water cooler, we have down the street from me, literally, a spring water. I don't want to call it a fountain. Literally coming from the ground. Fresh spring water. That shit come out cold as a mug. And it's open to the public. It's not contaminated or anything. But I always would tell you guys, if you get spring water or any kind of water that you just really don't know, every now and then test it. Matter of fact, go to your local Barney's to get those little strips where you can just dip them in the water and see if it's the biz or not. You know what I'm saying? If it's good to go or not. And, don't ever just say, oh, they said it's clean, so it must be clean. Because one thing I noticed right now here lately, the water that fall down on the ground underneath it, it's like a little stream. It's not deep or anything. And people just throw bullshit out there, like they throwing garbage out there, which irritates the hell out of me. But the water come out piping cold, clean as a mug. I've had it tested before. It's pure. It's from Mother Earth. And so I fill up my little guy, my 5 gallon, and I bought a water cooler where you just load it up from the bottom, not pick it, because I ain't picking that shit up, trying to put it on there. Did y'all know this? Fun fact, a gallon of water weighs 8 pounds and about 33 ounces. Did y'all know that? I didn't. I would never say a gallon of water weigh 8 pounds. Ain't that something? And we telling y'all to drink that shit a day. But water check, water check, water check. I didn't meet my goals. Hopefully you met your goals. After all, tomorrow is another day. I will definitely be reaching my goal tomorrow. But we tell you, if you're not a big water drinker, and most people are not, 2 times out the day you should drink water. That's first thing in the morning before the toes hit the ground, before you get off into your day. If you think of your body as an engine and the water is the lube, that's the best train of thought to have when it comes to water. Have 8 ounces sitting on the nightstand. Learn how to drink your water room temperature, or do shit like I do. Go get a mini fridge where you can keep your little bottled water in there. And now I've added to the family the water cooler. You know why I did that? I'll tell you why. Every time I go to the store, I'm fighting. I feel like I'm jockeying for position. I'm trying to buy the spring water that I buy, which ain't no secret. I buy Deer Park. But then I heard some disparaging remarks about Deer Park, that it ain't natural spring water after all of some other bull crap. And I was like, oh, hell no. But either way, when I go to the store and try to buy it, it's always sold out. I don't want no purified water. That just tells me you boil the water. I'm not going to drink no distilled water. I know for a minute there, people were saying, oh, you should drink distilled water. I'm going to tell you an easy test. Take distilled water, right? And take a plant that's hard to kill. You get one that's hard to kill. Pour some distilled water into that plant. Like feed it that water. Watch how quickly that thing die. You ain't supposed to drink no distilled water. Maybe for medical purposes, not no everyday use or whatever. But anywho, I could never get the water. Then I go days, we don't have no water, so now we rationing out the water and shit. Hell no. So I was like, if I get a cooler, I'll have water all day, every day. And that's what I did. So I put the cooler in my room. See how selfish I am? I put everything in my room. Y'all be like, damn, girl, you got a mini fridge in your room, the cooler, what else you got? My room is huge, though. Huge. So I would say, like, invest in the cooler. I promise you it ain't going to change your electric bill. I haven't received my first electric bill, but I doubt if it does. Anywho, moving on past that, the second time you should drink water is at night before you go to bed. Get out the shower, throw your pajamas on, your jammy jams, and then you ain't going to sleep right away. So you're going to read a book, read a magazine or something, a newspaper article, or look at a program, a good program. Hey, let me do a shout out to Netflix on this one. It's a show called In the Dark about this blind man. Listen, that show is off the chain. It kind of starts off a little slow, but get through it, man. That show is off the chain. And the twist and turn of it all. I love the show, but it's just crazy as hell. It's a new perspective, because one thing I hate is watching movies or TV shows where you can predict them. And don't it get like that nowadays, y'all? You're looking at something, you can predict it. But let me get back to my my water stuff. So, yeah, at night, a lot of good stuff going on when you go to sleep. Only in the deep sleep, not a cat nap. Can you experience some of these things? There's a lot of important things as I call them, the re's of the world, the revamping, rebooting, recharging, recreating, reassessing. Your body doing a lot of re's. And it's a lot of work. Just the recreating alone takes a lot of energy. So you need that water to help things move in a timely and efficient manner. Plus, a fun fact is that, the average person burns between 900 to 1,000 calories in a deep sleep every night. You don't get that in a workout, no matter how hard you try. I mean, you got to be a supreme athlete to burn 1,000 calories in an hour. You're gonna burn, and they recommend that the average person exercise 4 days a week, 45 minutes each time, and that's a reason. So for anybody out there trying to lose weight, that's not. They won't talking to you. You got to do something else. But that's for basically maintenance. But see, that's how they do. They give you correct information, but they don't help you connect the dots. Because you'll have people say, I work out 4 days a week, 45 minutes, and nothing happened. It's not for when you want something to happen. Maybe you want your muscles to pop. And maybe you want to have all these striations. Maybe you want to lose weight. That's what most people exercise for. That recommendation is only there for people to maintain, so that they don't become sedentary, or they don't be so still that atrophy sets in and shit. That's who that message was for. It wasn't for the masses. But you would think they would tell us that, but they don't tell us that. So we got to figure that shit years down the line after the fact. So unless you got a person like me, I tell y'all everything I find out, I tell. But anywho, that's the water check. I didn't hit my mark today, but like I said, after all, tomorrow is another day. I see you, Mark Nash. What up? What up? Now, we're going to do a little housekeeping. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you already subscribed, don't worry about it. You locked in. But do hit the like and share. And when you're watching me on the replay, leave a comment. You can leave a comment there. You can leave a comment in my email. However, I get back with you when I see them. And I get back with you pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? So, boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's my email. You can ask a question, write a statement, say whatever you got to say. I'll get back to you. And that lovely sign on the side with the green dollar sign at the top, that is my Cash App. I am not monetized. I've given up on trying to figure out why they're not putting the things I've earned, like the public viewed hours or stuff like that. They're not calculating it correctly. I have been almost, when I say almost, like 200 or so off of 4,000, and they dropped me down to 2. And they do this all the time, and I don't know why. So at this point, I'm like, I can't care no more. I told y'all I do this for the fun anyway. And I normally come on Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I don't have nothing to say, or sometimes I just be, in my own head, in my own world. I got a lot going on. About to buy me a new home. So y'all got to excuse me for getting sidetracked every now and then. I be forgetting shit and everything with this little obstacle that I got in front of me. So I'm in the process of packing up. Yeah, I'm seriously, like, this is crazy. It's a big move for me. So I'm packing up and everything and leaving something that's so easy and going out there in the woods, because the further north you move, everything more expensive, everything more harder. But hey, I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't never scared. So anyway, y'all get up with your water. I would say we in full bloom spring, but the fucking pollen's still coming down, which comes down at the beginning of spring. But I mean, it don't last that long. It's still coming down. And we done had some cold nights in Georgia, of all places. How it be cold? Is it cold in Texas? big fish in other places where y'all at out there? Because I don't get it. Like, what kind of weather in the Sam Hill going on up in here? Because I was like, shit. It was cold, like cold. Like, I almost turned on the heat. And I'm like, we're in May, though. And even when it was the end of April, I'm like, shit, Georgia usually get hot around February. It was weird. Anywho, so we got General Big Fish in the building. He said, man, I've been missing the grand goddess of the Bud Buddies. What's up, Boss T? What's good with you, Big Fish? Look, I saw that. I'm gonna talk about that Errol Spence interview that he just his fake ass impromptu whatever. Nah, I'm just joking. Look to all the Errol fans. I did like I liked this interview. I liked that he reached out. Andrew Charles was Poppy King's MST salute. The general said, I got Chick-fil-A lemonade, light ice, sis. Oh, that shit good though. That's it's tart too. It is good though. Mark Nash is up in the building. He said, what up, fam? What up to you? General Big Fish said, he said, I hate all weather. Oh man, you hate all weather? You know what? For me, I gotta have 4 seasons. And they gotta be evenly and equally dispersed. I mean, I don't like having one more like more of a summer than a winter. I gotta have it evenly, you know. I do like if the spring comes. I like the spring better minus all the pollen. If we can get rid of all the pollen, you know, but spring is notorious in the animal kingdom or the living kingdom for recreation. That's the recreation season. This when animals are being born, and it's just a beautiful time. The whole time I was up there in Virginia, I used to watch near where my mom lived. It was these 2 geese, and they laid their eggs, right when I first got there. I was seeing her lay her eggs because I saw her lay her last egg. I didn't catch all of them, but I caught that last one. And then she did the weird thing. She buried them in the ground, and then she built her nest over top. So I, geeked it out. Of course, I go on Google, I look it up, and that's what they do. They bury their eggs in the ground, and they build the nest on top, and the mother sits there. But here's the fun thing. The mother geese and the father geese mate for life. They get together when they're about 2 to 3 years old. They have their babies. They raise them. They have another group of babies. They raise them, but they mate for life. And I mean, what a dude. What a dude. He was right there with the mother geese. She's sitting on the nest. He's standing on the street trying to ward off whatever. I kept seeing like little animals, like a cat, try to come remotely close. Man, he went off, was just chasing the cat. Cat ran like hell. Dude was walking his dog. The dog kept trying to get over there. He was hollering at him. Daddy was on the job. You hear me? But what was sad was they laid the nest under a tree right there by the edge of the street, the curb. So the dad was staying in the street, and he would do this every night. Every night. And, I be smoking my, in my car. Like, that's how I see him every night. And I seen a couple of cars that are people who live in my mom's neighborhood try to roll past these geese, try to hit the geese. Literally tried to hit the geese. And I would honk the horn. And I was like, girl, you back in the city? What this motherfucker get out and say, who the fuck you honking your horn at? Or get out of this car and try to, beat you down. But I couldn't help myself. Why would you try to hit this geese? And the geese, when they try to walk, they move slow. But they can fly, right? So they would get up and leave the nest, and they would come back every night, and they would just pull duty. And it takes like average 28 to 30 days before the geese hatch, the baby geese. So I come home before that. My mama calls me and say, I got good news and bad news. And I said, oh, hell. And I just said, did anybody die? Because we done had 2 deaths in our family in the last 6 months. And she said, yes. And I said, oh, shit. And she said, it was the geese. Somebody hit them. She didn't know if it was the father or the mother, but she see feathers near the nest, like the feathers that come off the babies, but she don't see no baby. She don't see nothing. And I said, that is some fucked up shit. I hope the karma on whoever hit that geese, because you had to aim for it. He was right off the curb, but you had to aim for it. That was fucked up. And I was fucked up for about a week. Like, no bullshit. I actually went through a mourning process or whatever, because I've watched these geese for about almost a month since I've been up there. I was up there a month and I watched them. And that was just messed up. And my heart hurt for that. But, springtime is the time for recreating, and you'll see a lot of animals and just that. Yeah, I know I'm a sucker, y'all. I got in my emotions right there for a hot second too, because that's just cruel. Spring bring tornadoes. Me and Pollen cool with each other. Now Pollen don't like me. What's up, Q? What's good with you, bro? Say good evening, Miss T. So let's get into it. Now I'm gonna say some truths about Haney and Lomachenko. I don't know if y'all Haney fans, but I don't care. Look, I am notorious for saying don't put the don't put the cart before the horse. And a lot of people do that in boxing. We just had the Tank and Garcia fight. And what did everybody say? He's legendary. Nigga, please. I love Tank as much as the next fan. Legendary? I mean, were you legendary before you fought Ryan? And if you wasn't, don't you gotta be the legend to become legendary? That's how I felt. And that's no slight against Tank. But Tank, these people say this shit and put it in their head. When Leonard Ellerby used to be like, Tank's a star, he's a pay-per-view star. And Tank numbers were not that big. It's not that he couldn't be, but stop. You don't have to go through that. Just say what shit is. Fans will understand. What we do know is Tank is a draw. We know that he can pull him in. I'm just speaking on him because it's on my mind before I get into Haney. Because I'm going to make a correlation. Michael Taylor was popping king. He said people are underestimating Jermaine Ortiz and therefore underestimating Lomachenko based off his last fight. Ortiz was young, undefeated, fast, athletic. How many of Haney fights had those attributes? Michael, you won't get no arguments from me. I am one of them people that's going to tell the truth about Haney. He said the Ryan Garcia win was a good win, but let's be real, Ryan has never been a champion and was nothing more than a prospect. Micah, I already love you. This is your first time in the building. You speak my language. Go ahead, Micah. I hear you. So that's what I was saying, you guys. Putting the cart before the horse. Tank has made one fight where I guess he broke records. Well, he's up there. Let's see what he do the next time around. Before you give him that moniker, you can't give it to him until he show you without a shadow of doubt. One thing about Floyd Mayweather, you already know the number's going to be high. Even when they bad numbers for Floyd. Because y'all remember his last fight, his 49th fight with Berto. They were not good numbers at all. But they were still record breaking compared to everybody else. Dan Tan is in the building with Poppy King. He said, good evening, Queen T. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a strong beat to step to. I'm just joking. Salute. What's up, Dan? I've been on vacation for a long time. I was. And then I came back and got lazy, and I'm sitting around here doing a lot of packing, packing out my house. But anyway, you can set your watch to the numbers that Floyd is going to at least get. You can set your watch and say, Floyd, you're going to get over 1 million. If success is 500,000, or like how y'all build up Big Fish, y'all be like, oh, he's a pay-per-view star because why he reached 300,000 at one time. If that's success, then we know 1 million is way much better. So the question is, did Tank bring in all that? Or it really was Tank and Ryan together? Because Tank and Rolly, nothing. Tank and Isaac Cruz, nothing. They didn't barely scratch over 100,000. However, one of those fights for sure, the one with Isaac Cruz, was on a football Sunday. That's a factor. Listen, the boxing game should never try to compete with the football game, and not in America. Shit gonna lose every time. Unless you somebody like a Floyd or something. You know what I'm saying? But Tank barely got 50,000. Then one fight he does, he motherfucking gets over 1 million. And y'all say he a pay-per-view star? Let me see him run that back before we call him a pay-per-view star. I see your Destiny is in a building. What's popping? Michael said Tank's pay-per-view numbers were about 350K, I think, on average. When he fought Ryan, it got over 1 million. Ryan, a quality opponent. That's why Tank's fight did over 1 mil. Tank fights want 350K on average, Michael. He didn't get that much with Isaac, and I don't think he got that much with Garcia either. Destiny said, please tell them, sis. He said, hey, Queen T, what is your prediction for the Haney Lomachenko? This is one time I'm going to say, if Lomachenko beat Lomachenko, it's either 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever. Let me tell y'all, Devin might have did a cherry pick that went wrong, in my opinion. ATL is in the building. ATL Unanimous Boxing Sport. Queen T, what's up, Shawty? Hey, I saw you call, Shawty. It was too late to call you back when I saw, but what's good? Destiny said already 60. It was over. It was never 350 ever. Andrew said Ryan's fan base was underrated by YouTubers, but the suits knew what was up. Tank and Ryan only needed a small percentage of their followers to buy the fight to break a mill. Let me tell y'all something. Tank and Ryan got a couple of things that are similar, as far as attracting casuals. This is something they can do. And for some reason, they make it look easy. But it's not easy. They either have the persona, they charismatic, something they got within their repertoire where they can attract casuals, right? Also, this is what promoting and bigging up your fighter looks like. When, the stuff that they do for Ryan and Tank over the years by promoting them or talking about them, bigging them up and stuff like that. That's how we ask promoters to do for all the fighters. But they don't do it. Now, one thing I'm going to say about this, and then I'm going to get into the Haney and Lomachenko. Did y'all notice, or was it lost on y'all, that nobody talked about stealing of the fights? Where the fucking people at that had so much to fucking say? They know who they are. Even on here, one of them, Jerry, I love you, but you had a lot of shit to say about the possibility of motherfucking fights getting stolen. This is why you can't make fights. Anybody that tell you that shit now, you need to throw the bullshit flag up for real and say, please shut the hell up. Because y'all remember, this is one of the factors why Crawford and Spence couldn't get made. They're just going to steal a fight anyway. How racist. People claim that shit was racist, and then other people like Jerry and some other folks were like, no, it's not really racist. They do steal a fight. You know why I'm going to say, yes, it is racist? Because you're only targeting it to black fighters. Why didn't you say that about Ryan? Only time a black fighter who don't get that kind of pushback is when he's fighting a Mexican or a white person. But if he's fighting another black person, we're going to say they just steal. Who is they? Who is they? Or you really fucking believe that only black people going to buy only black fighters? Like that's like for real. Crawford and Spence is only going to be watched by black fighters. Nobody's going to be interested in that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. It irritated me then, and it irritates me today because I sat back and I watched and I didn't say shit. And I said, you know what? They ain't hollering about stealing. Do you think people stole Tank and Ryan's fight? Yes, they did. But you ain't hear nobody complain about it and talk about this is why we got to pay these motherfuckers less because they just gonna steal it. Crawford and Spence fight can be just as big as Tank and Ryan's fight. But Crawford and Spence is not going to get no solid pay or get treated right, left up to the powers that be. And I call because they black. Because if they was Mexican, if they was Canelo, or if they was somebody else, the shit wouldn't even be a factor. Their fight can generate just as many pay-per-view buys or interest as Tank and Ryan's fight if you promote them. Do what you did to Tank and Ryan, and let's see how that fight go. That's my tidbit on it. Because once he broke, and I suspected that Tank and them was going to break over 1 million. But Tank got to show that he could do that all the time before you give him the moniker of pay-per-view star. He has to show that. You know, Ryan got to show that. And you know they ain't going to be able to, or maybe they will. Let's see. ATL said, Destiny, what's up, Queen? He said, salute everybody in the chat. Destiny said, hey, light skin, ATL. What it do, ATL? He said, we got Tank versus Ryan. We're going to get Inoue versus Fulton, and hopefully Tyson Fury versus Usyk at the end of the year. It's shaping up to be a good year for boxing. I believe the Inoue versus Fulton. I don't believe nothing with Tyson Fury until the bell ring. A lot of the people that brought the fight was Mexicans from Mexico. See, I don't believe that to like Ryan. Come on. Ryan has never proved that his fan base, all 9 million of them, translated into boxing fans. Ryan can't sell out stadiums or arenas or wherever he fought. Tank do. Now Tank can do that East Coast, West Coast, South, or wherever in the United States. Ryan can only do it in certain spots on the West. But he don't sell out all the time. Or he hasn't, and sometimes he do. But I mean, if you took a quarter or maybe a tenth of his followings, and he would sell out anything and probably get high pay-per-view numbers. 9 million followers. Plenty of people on YouTube. A lot of them Tank fans bragged about not buying the fight because of Ryan. I believe it. But see, Andrew, what I'm saying is the powers ain't say shit like, well, what you got to think about is they going to steal it anyway. And so we can't give them a big purse. And they're going to have to make some money on the back end. And this is why we got to pay the niggas a little bit of money. That's the shit I didn't like, Andrew. Now I'm being facetious and, talking crazy and all that. But that's what I didn't like, Andrew. You cool with me though, Andrew. You cool. I believe you. That's what he said. First of all, it's only 3 black people in Nebraska who think be supporting Bud. That was, yeah, they think that. That's why Caesar said he is a disgrace to Mexico. But they were the right dance partners for each other. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it's more, if it's just Tank or was it just Ryan. Because once the momentum, listen, it's easy. It's much more easier to elevate yourself. It's harder to stay elevated, and that's in anything you do, job, whatever, school, whatever. You know, you fuck around and get honor roll, straight A honor roll, and make the dean's list. Now the hardest thing is gonna be stay on the dean's list. But getting to the dean's list, that's an achievable goal. And that's what we have to see with Tank. You broke 1 million. Let's see you do it again. No matter who you fight. But by him having that luck that night, the breaking, the 1 million and selling out and at the gate, and being able to charge people all that highfalutin money, guess what? It might be beneficial to boxing fans as a whole because Tank can't run no bullshit back. He has to fight some of the fighters we want to see him fight. He can't pick Joe Smuckatelli from Mineral, Tennessee the next fight. He can't do it. Neither can Ryan. So that's the pressure that they got. Andrew said it was the right matchup at the right time. People have been wanting to see Tank Ryan, even some claim they didn't. Now, look at Haney and Lomachenko. Nobody asked that fight. Nobody really asked for that fight. Lomachenko is on his way out. He's downgrading in his career. That's not a hit against Lomachenko. He's up there. He's getting long in the tooth. But they got a fight coming up as well, as we all know. But one of the questions is why? Who asked for it? I want to give Haney the benefit of the doubt and say that the powers that be is pushing for it more than he is. Of course, we know Bob Arum is probably the president and the CEO of Top Rank, probably would want this fight. Why? Because Loma fight under his banner, lock, stock, and barrel. Loma ain't going nowhere. He ain't changing up promoters, but Devin probably will. Devin is temporary. He signed to Bob Arum, temporary. He wanted the Kambosos fight for the Undisputed, and this was the way to get it. He had to sign a 3-fight deal with Bob Arum, as most of us already know. I'm saying that to the casuals that may be listening. Devin Haney, that's how he got under Bob Arum. The deal he had with Matchroom was a lot better. Was a lot better. I personally think that if they was, Matchroom paid a lot of people. And you can even say they overpaid them. Just like people say PBC overpaid in the beginning. Hey, I ain't mad at the fighter for getting broke off, properly. I'm not mad. So Devin had got a hookup, but I ain't never thought Devin Haney was $1 million fighter. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. Devin Haney got them 3 fights. He honored 2 of them fights. With the fight with Kambosos, got undefeated. Rematch, Kambosos beat him again. Now he picked Loma. Let me tell you a person Devin Haney don't ever want to see in the fight. And I'm not, I know that's your baby. I'm not knocking Devin Haney. I'm speaking the truth. Isaac Cruz has called out Devin Haney so many times. Devin won't even mention his name. Won't even mention his name. But, he coined the phrase, him and his dad, they say everything but let's fight. Well, I'm going to start using that on Devin. Andrew said the winner definitely going to carry the momentum from this fight. If Ryan had won it, would have been him, but it was Tank. We're going to see if Tank, or as Destiny called it, Tink can do it again. Tank won. He's the biggest star. Ryan took an L. People don't ride with losers. Yeah, they do, Destiny. Little Tink. Next opponent would be Daffy Duck. I hope not. Bob never wanted this fight. Devin been wanting to smoke with Lomachenko since he was 19. Bob want this fight, Destiny, because guess what? If Lomachenko win, Bob has all the belts. She said, laugh aloud, please. Ain't nobody worried about the ankle bite. You know. But Devin more than likely will not stay with Bob Arum when he had it so good before. You know. Once he finished his contract with Bob, he is more than likely is going to dip and take all them belts with him. But Devin has to fill some big shoes at this point. And his big shoes he got to fill, he letting the non-champions in his weight class show him up. Now, people will say, well, T, Tank just broke 1 million. We didn't know it was going to do that when Gervonta was going to have that kind of success. It don't matter. Devin, what they say, a man with no land. Devin got all the belts, but he don't got no fame. Nobody is that confident in him. The best you can say is that Devin can go there all night long. He don't run out of energy. He can fight you all night. That's the best thing I can say about Devin. He is an excellent outsider. He's an excellent boxer. I happen to think Shakur boxes better than all of them. And I happen to think Shakur will wipe out the whole 135 division. Now you got this new dude named Cruz. And I'm not talking about Pitbull Cruz. This Cuban guy Cruz, who's going to be a major threat in the 135 division. Then you got Frank Martin and Keyshawn Davis and all this stuff. If Devin don't fight somebody noteworthy after Lomachenko, he can hang up his career. Ain't nobody going to give a care what the fuck he do. And I know a lot of people, say he boring, and it's not kind of fair because he's actually just boxing. He's trying to do the sweet science. But sometimes I be looking at him like, I didn't even feel this way about Rigondeaux. And you know how slow that nigga was with the barrage of punches he was throwing. But Devin ain't the only one that got problems. If Tank don't pick Shakur or Devin, or maybe do a rematch with Cruz and do the new Cuban Cruz, Tank better pick a good fucking dance partner. Because if he come back and do 500,000, you're going to have to reevaluate how much you got to pay this nigga. Because right now he had got the purse for $5 million. And I know it's like, okay, I personally care about legacy and the belts and all that stuff, not so much about the money. But I'm talking about a fighter who cares about the money. That's all he care about. So let's talk about it. If Tank don't pick a right opponent where we can feel like we don't know who can win. Say what you want about Ryan Garcia. There was people out there was like, I don't know, Ryan fast as a bitch. And he got a little pop in his arm. And it's the punch you don't see coming. But all them people who coming off like hypocrites right now, who couldn't stand Deontay Wilder because they was like, oh, he love his power and that's how he fight. He don't really box. Tank doing that too. Tank is doing that too in his fights. We know Tank can box, just like I know Deontay can. whether Tank is the best boxer or not, I don't know, but he's great at it. I know he can box. I know he can strategize. What Tank has that I don't see in the others is that Tank doesn't hesitate. If he think it, he does it. I don't know if y'all can pick that up when y'all watching boxing, but I do. You can tell the people who overthink and the people who think it won't do it. That's natural within you. That depends on how your mind works. That's when they say he probably do his own thing like Money May. He following the green print. Yeah, it seems that way. Shakur is more defensively sound. Frank old ass better say, yep. Yeah, Frank. I still wonder if Frank can beat Keyshawn Davis. People be talking about Frank and putting the cart before the horse with him too. Big Fish, I be talking about y'all when y'all be putting the cart before the horse with Frank Martin. Why? Because Derrick James. I never thought Derrick James was the ultimate trainer of the year or none of that shit. Derrick James to me is a great trainer, but he ain't the best. Not by a long shot. I be giving props to Floyd Sr., Roger Mayweather, and other folks. And I gotta give it to Bomac. And yeah, you gonna say these are my favorite fighters, but don't they prove their work? That's what he said. Ryan and Tink heard it a couple of times. Bless 365 was popping Queen. She said, right. ATL said, sad they left Ryan after the fight. Yeah, they straight abandoned him. He said, laugh out loud. Absolutely, he can't beat Keyshawn Davis. And he said, I got Loma beating Haney. Big Fish. I see you, Big Fish. But if Devin don't fight Shakur, Tank, or somebody that's going to give him some competition, he a motherfucking duck. Point blank, period. That's it. That's all. I'm going to drop this link. Straight up. He on the verge of being called a duck by me. I dropped the link. Destiny said, Big Fish, you've been delusional, but that's okay. He said, we can bet on him, Miss Black. Hey, y'all, I got a good bet. What was the bet? I know I wrote it down. Let me see. It's a bet on the fights. Do y'all want to bet what his pay-per-view number is going to be? Everybody put up $25, and then closest number wins. How about that? What's up, Destiny?
What we're not going to do is talk about Derrick Haney today. It's going to be, why are we going to talk about my unofficial title?
Look. What you doing, Clark Kent? What you got the Clark Kent glasses on?
You know, I have to wear my glasses to work because I can't see that damn computer screen no more because I'm an old lady now.
Big Fish said we can bet. ATL said stop it. ATL, you always win the bets anyway, so come on with it. This is a good bet. All I say is, you want to bet what the pay-per-view number is going to be for Lomachenko and Devin Haney, your boy.
Oh, that fight's not going to do. It's not going to do big numbers like that. I can tell you for one thing, Lomachenko's never been a pay-per-view star. He doesn't have that kind of. He's never been like what some people call the social media people. Devin Haney, he really started, his popularity really started taking off during the COVIDs. So he don't really have that either. So
don't make excuses. Don't make excuses.
So that fight's not gonna do like crazy numbers. But we know that.
Bless said Loma ain't beating Devin. Hey, what's up, ATL?
That part right there, Blast. That part right there says because clearly Big Fish is delusional as fuck. Lomachenko is not going to beat a damn. Only thing Lomachenko is going to beat is a fucking burrito or one of them damn Russians. You better worry about them damn Russians. You're not beating no damn Devin.
Listen, I have picked Devin Haney to win all his fights. I'm about to go against the grain and pick Lomachenko.
Damn, that's
Miss
harsh.
T, you about to go to bed. You're not taking your Geritol for the evening. So you might
No, she
take your
did.
damn.
Geritol.
She said not the Geritol. Girl, I,
She said the
I ate.
Geritol.
I listen. I ate my baked potato for the day. That ain't nothing but a vitamin. Hey, listen,
Lomachenko ain't gonna beat shit but a Russian. That's what he better worry about. Them Russian bots.
Hey man,
Lomachenko
I
say
was on a show. I was on somebody's show the other day, right? And I was telling them, I was like, look, I'm kind of scared for Devin, man, because you know how goddamn Bob and Top Rank work, and he talking all that mess about ain't no white boy beat him and all that, and this is his last fight with them. I think they're gonna try to Deontay him.
Well,
Hey,
you
look,
think some
hey,
people like it's
ATL.
gonna be, but you know what? You notice the referee. I mean the judges scorecards with Lil Tink Tink and Ryan.
Yeah,
They was about to cheat the fuck out of the Lil Tink Tink though. I'm not gonna stunt. They was
If
about to do Tink Tink.
Ryan didn't quit, and Ryan quit. At first, when the fight was live, I didn't say that. But when I look back at it, and then that little bullshit, him and Goosen was talking after the fact, I said, man, this bitch ass quit.
he didn't want to be no highlight.
Thomas said, it was your rib. It was your rib, huh? You was saying that for the audience. Nigga, it was his heart, nigga. Shit.
He didn't want to be. He didn't want to be no sleep victim.
Yeah, expert.
He would
Bless
get slept.
365 say, no Machinko about to get embarrassed.
That's
Bless.
hard, Blast
I dropped the
365.
link. Bless, get up on here.
Come
Speak
on,
your
come
piece.
on, my good
No
sister.
Machinko about to beat Devin Haney ass.
Girl, Miss T now, stop the madness. Stop.
Hey, who said that was betting though? That's the part I want to know. Who
I
bet?
Girl,
know, look.
that's Big Fish delusional ass. Big
Hey,
Fish
look,
is delusional.
ATL, hey,
Big Fish, what you
ATL
betting?
betting 1,000. Hey, look, ATL betting he be hitting 1,000 for bets over here. He win them all the time. Like that's what I mean by
Big
he hitting
Fish is
1,000.
Big Fish.
I
Man,
said
I
Big Fish
bet General he ain't gonna show
big
up.
as my glasses are.
I'm betting the numbers.
You
I
stupid.
said, look, ATL, we all can put up $25, right?
Uh-huh.
And whoever gets the closest pay-per-view number win the pot.
Uh, uh, uh,
I don't
That's a
care about the
cool
pay per
bet.
view.
Yeah, I don't care about
That's
pay
a
per view either. I care
no.
about the fight.
Listen. That's the other component or part of Devin Haney's legendary so-called status. That nigga, he got the belts, but he ain't got no fame
No, he don't have the fame, but he don't have.
at all.
But he don't. Wait a minute, Miss T now. But he also don't have the damn the the Hollywood machine behind him pushing him neither. He don't have the likes of a Mayweather pushing him. Like Lil Tink. Let's be realistic now. Had Lil Tink Tink not never had a Mayweather, nobody would know who the fuck a Lil Tink Tink is. He'd be
Hey,
another
you know,
Ashley Negro boxing. That's exactly what
listen.
he would be.
You know why I can't give Devin a pass? Because Devin was the closest one when he said, I'm my own boss out of everybody, over Earl, out of everybody. I said, Devin, you was close to being your own boss for real. You won't lying. But that nigga, he had Matchroom and he had all the blessings and the popularity. I don't know how come they ain't build his ass up right. But if he beats Lomachenko and he don't fight Shakur and Devin next, he a motherfucking duck. And I think he probably get his ass whipped by Lomachenko because I'm just
That's not
saying.
happening to. He's not
And
going to lose to Lomachenko.
Bless said,
Homachenko even
hold
though he's
on.
not going to win. Homachenko already know he ain't going to win this fight. He's
Homachenko
not
might
delusional
dance
either.
around that motherfucker and beat his ass. Bless said, she driving the bingo. Bless, that's my favorite game to play. Where you playing bingo at?
That's old people shit, man. Miss T, you ain't that damn.
Fuck,
You ain't
hey,
not.
Nah,
fuck
ain't
with
that
You're
old.
not
CA.
80.
Blessed ain't that old either.
No, she not. She look young
Hey,
as hell. She's not 80
hey,
either.
hey, how you say that's old people shit?
That is.
Oh,
That's for
That's
80.
all I
That's for
know.
80-year-olds. We're not
no.
80 yet.
I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Hey,
Man,
look,
okay.
listen.
You know what I'm
Down the
saying?
street from me, every night they give 25,000 away
Oh,
for
that's
bingo.
why you ain't been on
So
here, Miss T.
fuck
You
what
been
you
playing bingo.
saying.
You've been cheating on us with bingo.
Nah, I get it in when I can. What y'all talking about? I won $1,000 when I went up in bingo.
Hey,
They
shit,
put the
I'll go
cash
too.
right in your hand. Fuck what you heard, and I like some bingo. Bless said, let's bet on the outcome.
Hey man, what is General Big Fish at, man? Where is you at, man?
He in here.
up here, big fish.
I
Bring your
got
big ass
50.
up here.
I got
Yeah,
50
E,
for you.
e,
I
e
got 100.
Thriller, E Thriller, the Black Picasso is in the building. Was Papa King? He said, "What's going on, Miss T? How are you doing, kind man? I'm doing
Meanwhile, in blank stare
excellent.
news. Meanwhile, in blank stare news. Back to us.
General Big Fish. I
Look,
got
look,
100 on a
stop being
knockout.
rude, goddamn it.
Knockout. That's
Clark
how
Kent,
confident I am.
stop
Knockout.
being rude. Big
No,
Fish
you
in
got
here.
bitch ass niggas blocking people on fucking
Ah,
YouTube.
nah. We not gonna do that.
Okay, Miss T, we're not gonna do
No,
that.
how we don't do that.
We're not gonna do that. But I'm just saying, I'm just gonna put that in it. Put that in the universe.
Nah, don't put that in the universe.
Well,
Not on here.
somebody did do that.
Hey, Ray New
Bless her.
said bingo was your
Stank.
sneaky link.
She said Stank Davis do too much.
Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Stank Davis too.
You know what? I used to rock with him.
Blasphemy.
I used to rock with little Tink until he started flipping on. So I don't like this loyal shit. Either
He
you gonna
said,
ride or you not. You can't be on the fence with shit.
hey, she
Can't be on
said
the fence with shit.
she live in Cali. I'm gonna tell y'all, every military base do bingo every night. And they be having big ass prizes. Fuck with y'all.
No,
heard.
you're right.
And you don't
right about that
and
bingo
you
shit.
don't have to be in the military to go play on the base.
I'm
So
ain't
y'all
gonna go
figure
play
out how
damn
y'all
bingo
get
to Miss
that
T.
shit.
I don't
Girl,
give a
you
damn if I was
crazy.
78. I'm not playing no goddamn bingo.
I buy the computer thing and then it blocks the circles for me. So I don't care. Money is money.
But I'm 365 and your
Shit.
picture, you look like you're about at least between 25 and 30. What the hell you doing playing goddamn bingo? You
She
are
said
not
it's money.
75.
Bless,
You don't,
let them know.
you
Bless,
don't
let them know. She said I be hitting that bingo. Tell
do
them.
Bless a
you,
hustler,
Tell them.
goddamn.
unless you get on diabetic shoes, she has no business playing bingo.
Look, she crazy.
Hell nah.
Bless told you. I be hitting that bingo. They give you the money right there. Ray New Saltis is in the building was Papa King. He said bingo was Miss T's sneaky link. Yeah. He said Ray New. He Thriller said, it's cool, Miss T. I don't like you need oh shit. Damn.
Never mind. I was gonna say
Oh
something else.
man.
Good bitch. I don't like you neither, bitch. And fuck your
Ah,
daddy.
Damn.
Lord.
And fuck your daddy too, little bitch.
Shit. What
Want to
happened?
be light skinned ass nigga?
Damn.
Bless her. Yup, Miss T. We talking about bingo, bless.
Damn.
Win the night for me, bless. Shit, cause they don't know. They don't know, man. That money come right there, be placed in your hand, and shit. I mean, money is money, right, bless?
But bingo. At least with the military, you want like cars. But sometimes once a year would be the cars, or the TVs and all kinds of other weird stuff. And then they used to make us have mandatory fun day too. So whatever mandatory fun day meant, we had to go to that bullshit. I hated mandatory fun days.
Every time the ship came back in the port, before we coming back off a cruise, we have bingo. I think the most I've ever seen cash wise was 30,000. I mean, just imagine to come up like that. But they would give like close to like $300,000 worth of gifts in bingo. The hell y'all talking about? Y'all don't like me? I don't get it. It's a game and you can win some money. We can't all be like ATL and win every bet.
ATL, you bet every bet ATL, but I tell you one bet you finna lose. I'll tell you one bet you finna lose. When you put your money
I put my money there. You know I put my money there.
When you put your money on the sprints, you're gonna lose your money that day.
You already know. I'll be waiting for you.
Y'all know it's coming. She said, "No, Miss Sophia, no." Anyway, look. Hey, the Crawford. Hey, did y'all see the interview that Sprints did with Crawford? I'm gonna say this. I like the interview
on his lady show.
I like the interview, but that was on purpose because remember she tried to end it. He said, "Oh, you forgot to ask me about Ugas," so he trying to let it out. But let me tell you what he confirmed for me. He confirmed that it was him avoiding installing all along.
Get the hell out of here, man.
He confirmed to me that he was still wilding out. Man. I'm going by his own words, ATL.
Come on, man.
I'm going by his own words. He said I was still wilding out.
Go ahead, speak the gospel, Miss T. Let's take us to church, ma'am. Take us to church.
And
let's Satan go to church too, Satan. Listen to her, Satan.
Look,
go ahead.
I'm gonna take y'all
Please,
to
sir.
touch. He said it out his own mouth, shawty.
You get the
And I was
avatar
like,
for that.
So you were still wilding after the car crash. So Danny Garcia was a tune-up compared to Terrence Crawford, which I had a big argument with a friend who wanted to debate that to me. He was a tune-up compared to Terrence Crawford.
That's that bingo messing with your brain.
But the good thing is that he said he don't want to fight nobody but Terrence. Now let's see what happens. Also, he said
okay, you came back with that one. You came back.
He said that they were talking, and it is them. So I guess it was him who turned down the goddamn money.
Get the hell
He
out of
didn't
here,
do
man.
that shit no more.
Let's see. Let's be realistic. Sprint want to fight Bud as much as he want to hold in his goddamn head. So we already know he don't want neither or. That was just a good show for him and his I guess his wifey, whoever this lady is supposed to be. I don't know. And I didn't watch the shit. Anything with deals with Sprint, I refuse to entertain it.
It was his girl show.
Well, whoever that broad is too, her too. Little Miss Strawberry Shortcake, her too.
No, why you good on the girl? She seemed like a nice lady.
Jesus Christ.
Don't blame Bingo. She said, "Oh, that's right, Bless. I'm with you. I ain't Bingo the shit. Bless.
Don't blame Bingo.
They don't blame.
I'm gonna try to keep all this energy when the fight comes.
Miss Bless, with your fine ass, you cannot be. You know why you going there? You trying to get you a sugar daddy. You now I get it why you going there, Miss Bless. I know why you like to get you a sugar daddy. That's what you're trying to do. You're a sugar baby. Trying to get you a sugar daddy. Because everybody like that, looks as good as you are, as young as you is, going playing no goddamn bingo with ashy Negroes with diabetic shoes on and canes. Stop it.
I don't know what Destiny don't understand about cash is cash. They call it bingo. Call it blue magic. Call it whatever the fuck.
All she got to and then his ass gonna have all kind of orgasms. What's that shit called? The Viagra's and the Cialis and shit. That's all she gotta do is show a nipple. That's what Miss Bless, you ain't slick, sis. I get you, sis.
I'm gonna tell you, the people who go to play bingo, they know what they doing. It be the same motherfuckers, man. They win 5,000. They go from 25,000, 5,000, 1,000, 300, 400, 500. Man, that's a come up. You spend $55 to get in and play, and you might walk out with something like that.
That's nice, little bitch. That's your name, little bitch. Whatever you want to say, I don't see white on my motherfucking lips, bitch, because I don't suck dick, but you do, because you know about the white shit. So apparently,
what happened?
Swallow it too high. Don't you swallow it? You swallow it all, don't you, little baby?
Damn.
I didn't even see what it said. White.
My son in here. Dang.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna just move on. Bless said, hell no, how he died? On top of me.
That's from Color Purple.
Yeah, Bless. This is Destiny normal self. She be getting
earmuffs, son. Put the earmuffs on.
No, oh Lord, you got the babies hearing it and everything.
You still look like you want to they be doing that gay porn shit.
Okay, Destiny, I don't want to mute you.
Well,
stop that shit.
Well,
we don't.
Started
it. Right, well, I'm not gonna post. I'm not gonna put it up. I just moved it because I didn't even read the thing and all that stuff. But stop going ham and shit.
Yes, ma'am. It's yourself. You're right. I apologize to the body. I mean, to her chat. I apologize. I'm on my bestest behavior.
And you say, "Yikes, Zoe!" You know, like Scooby Doo, Zoe.
Nope.
But Bless out, hey, girl, you gonna make me go play bingo tomorrow?
Jesus.
Oh, Miss C, please do not play no goddamn bingo.
I'm not gonna keep myself from making money for none of y'all motherfuckers.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
play
give
shit. You
myself
making some money.
shit. Hey, I know, right?
Teach me how to play that.
You're gonna go play bingo.
Hell no.
Exactly. That's what
I'm,
I thought.
For some money, hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you right now, if they open the bingo up down the street, I guarantee you ATL and Miss ATL are gonna frequent that thing every now and then. Especially if they go in there the first night and win $1,000 tax
Well, they
free.
do have to make
Shit.
a whole private
Hell
kids.
yeah.
So they
I'm
maybe
backing
got
this
their own.
ball.
Yeah, you might want to go play some bingo ATL because you got your own starting lineup for football. All the little people you got, you and white
I'm
people,
blow.
all them
Low
little
blow.
people.
No, how many kids you got again,
About
ATL?
12 of them.
There you
Sam,
go. You got 7, 11.
He
five
got
boys,
he
2
bought
girls.
starting team with some benchers. He got
Man,
Exactly.
hey, look, hey, your daughter, look.
I got a wrestler, 2 basketball players,
you
soccer.
got you got protection for your girls.
You know
You
what I'm
ain't got to
saying?
come
Yeah.
out your pocket but twice because you know the father pays for the wedding
Miss
Uh,
T. That's
traditionally.
true. When I come visit you, Miss T, you're going to the firing range because I love to shoot.
Love to shoot.
So, I know you like to shoot too, though.
sure,
Let's
you
I
know,
go.
you
got I got
target.
2 guns. I don't. You know what stopped me from going up to the firing range
Uh-uh.
is them people bringing them big ass behind guns that every time you shoot, it sends shockwaves through your body and
You
shit.
talking
Nigga,
about
I
like
don't want
assault
to be
rifles? You talking about assault
one of
rifles?
them
Or
big ass unnecessary fucking guns that
She
these
said,
niggas be
what is
feeling
that one? Are we
like
talking
they
about?
holding their dick or something.
Are we
That's what
talking
it be
about?
looking like. You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
talking about like assault rifles or shotguns, elephant guns? What are we
Oh,
talking
I
about?
don't know what they are, but the most popular big ass guns that niggas be having
What?
with the banana clip.
assault rifle.
She's talking about assault rifle. Okay, you talking about like maybe like a M16, an AK-47.
Well,
Um,
AK-47, I just seen one of them. They smaller. These guys bring
12
them
gauge.
fat, big ass.
she
No, they're not 12 gauge, but they
right? She
big.
about a shotgun.
They big like a AK-40. They shape like an AK-47, but they're fatter and they're bigger.
Well, I
I
don't.
don't know what they are, but
Drago.
every time you shoot it, man, my whole body be reverberating.
Does it have the grenade launcher attached to it? Does it have the grenade launcher attached to it?
They could. I seen a guy had one of those on it.
Okay, you not talking about that's not really a assault rifle then.
I don't know what you call them. I don't want to be standing next to them shooting the gun. I don't want to shoot no more after that.
When you
Like I'll be out of them.
throw a damn live grenade, when you throw in the next truck, throw the live grenade like we did.
Like
You
you
know,
did. Who you
listen,
done
like
blew up?
you
Destiny?
did.
She done threw a live grenade and shit.
No,
You
so
a Destiny. You
the
a
army
trained
didn't throw a
killer.
live grenade. I did not want to
Destiny,
throw
who
that
you done
damn.
blew up?
I know she
Well,
a
almost
trained
my damn
killer.
self.
I was on the boat pressing buttons.
Most of the basic training though, we had to throw live grenades.
We
Well, I
didn't
had
have
to
to,
throw.
but we didn't have to do that shit. The
No,
Navy don't do
you
that
still
shit.
have to do that. I was asking that. Did you ever have to throw
Oh
the live
yeah,
grenade?
yeah. No. We
Yo,
barely we
little
barely
bird,
shot a weapon.
my
They was
little girl
basically
started. He was like, "Where's the box on?" Because I couldn't hear him right. 'Cause
Look, Destiny done rolled the grenade on the ground and shit. She didn't even throw it.
mm-hmm.
Everybody run.
Listen, Miss T, they are paying 2,500 tonight on the trips. Oh shit.
he,
ATL.
he was like, "Where's the box on?" I
It
couldn't
said
hear
SKS.
him right. He was like, "Where's the box on? What the fuck?"
Oh, damn.
Nah, we didn't go through all that. What happened with us? They said this is what a gun look like. Y'all can shoot it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's it. It wasn't pass or fail or nothing. Cause you know in the Navy, we put warheads on foreheads. We
Girl,
press
good night and
buttons.
goodbye. I could have had a missile. I could
We
have did
press
like
motherfucking
I
buttons.
could have did that same MOS. That's my ex-husband does in the military. But I
Wow.
turned that shit. I turned that shit down with a solid hell no, because I didn't want to be nowhere near him. Because I don't want to. I had to live with this fool. And then I got to
She
go
say
work with this fool.
the same MOS as who? You?
My ex-husband, he is that same MOS. It's 14 Juliet in the army. I
Uh,
could have took that same MOS. Also, they offered me to be a explosive ordnance. What was 110K sign-on bonus, but the average ordnance explosive person's lifespan was like 16 seconds or something ridiculous. Nigga,
I'm
I
not.
can barely shoot now, So I just would have blew up myself and half of the world. So yeah,
Well,
it was a no for me.
the
I won't
Navy.
put it past 16
Well,
seconds.
look, when we went to war, they would load up the hangar bay underneath the carrier top of all these ordnance, right? The AOs, that's what we called them. And they was like, "Be careful, man. They salt water
Oh
activated."
shit.
I like
Well,
salt water, nigga. That means when water touching, shits get
I
activated. Man,
know.
I stayed the fuck out the hangar until we unload all them bitches. But I
see,
was
that's why you don't like the loud noises
I
and
was,
shaking your
I was,
body. You got
I was
PTSD.
but I was a CTT in the Navy, so I was a crypto tech. So
Yeah,
I told you I sat there and pressed buttons.
that's exactly what 14 Julie. I could have had that MOS, but that mean I had to live with that jerk and I had to like work with that jerk. Not
Man,
no the hell to the motherfucking no. Now I don't want to have to live and work with the same person all day every. You know how
I
much crazy I
believe
would have.
you threw a grenade on your ex-husband.
I mean, if, at one point, if I could have, I probably would have. And orange would have been less than my new black. I would have been like wearing something else because I've been on death row. Yeah, so
They can't even
no,
find him. You done blew him to pieces.
yeah. I mean, but you know what? He probably felt the same way about me too because I was a hero raiser.
Wait a
I
minute,
wasn't
what?
fit either.
I was sitting here thinking about 14. I'm trying to rack in my head when did we work with Army folks? What did he do? Like, where did he go
It's
to
the same
deploy?
thing. He has to deal with the computer code and looking at what's whatever attacks are
Coordinates.
supposed to be coming in.
The
Uh,
coordinates.
and yeah, I get whatever you want to call it. And then if we need to interfere with the bombs or we need to send the bomb first or whatever the case may be.
Mm.
Same thing with just describing Miss T. You have to work with all the big wigs and talk to all the weirdos for no damn reason and drink coffee all night for no damn reason. Yeah,
Mm.
those kind of people. Yeah,
It's kind of similar. It's kind of similar.
I would
It's
never
kind of
want to do
similar.
that. Well,
But
I
we
don't know.
wouldn't. But we wouldn't work together because he armed. Because I'm doing my shit on the ship, and it's somewhat similar from what you're saying. But I can't really say what it is to narrow it down. I just never worked with an army. I worked with a Marine, and I worked with an Air Force uh, equivalent of me, but I never met an Army person equivalent of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, from
Uh,
what you described, it's pretty much. It sounds like. I mean, it's probably not the exact same thing. You know what I
it's
mean? Like,
probably simple. Yeah, it's
yeah,
probably
that is,
simple.
but it's extremely similar. But hell no,
Yes.
no, no, and no. And honestly, y'all motherfuckers stay deployed. I not no. I didn't join the army to deploy. First of all, I did not want to go downrange. I did not want to sweat like a Hebrew slave for a pyramid I was not building. So
What the
I
hell did you do?
was I was pregnancy.
You
well, my particular rate, we were deployed on the ship, but as a female, females didn't go to combatant ships until 1995, so there was a lot of catching up to do when it come to
But
females or
your
how
ass
the
went
spots
though.
put
Your
in.
ass went at some point though.
I did go, but what I'm saying, you had to catch up because our regular job is on a vessel that I can't even really talk about. But we did have some openings on the ship. But you got people jockeying for the position because that's how you make rank, is if you get to utilize that job on the ship. And so they favor the guys,
Of
and plus
course,
when
of course.
I came in, they had to integrate the job. So, because up until that point, it was mostly all white and all male.
You know what people gotta realize too though, Miss T? People think it's like fake when people talk about sexual assault in the military and how much is swept underneath the rug.
Mm-hmm.
92%
I don't
of
think it's fake.
92% of sexual assaults or rapes that happen in the military, that's between men and women, go unreported or underreported for the reason of what, Miss T? Backlash. You don't get promoted. You don't get promoted. You get shit ass duty stations, or they find some bogus ass reason to kick your ass out. Oh yeah,
Why,
you was a half a pound overweight, or you was one. You was like 0.1001 1 ounce overweight. Yeah, you can't stay here.
You know
We're
what's
not even
crazy?
allowed.
why it can't
I
be
could
just born here?
I kept
That's
listen.
what they would do you.
I kept trying to I was trying to. It took me hard. It was hard for me to make E6 than it was anything else. I mean, everything else blistering fast, but then E6 came hard. So Like they would say, "Oh, you haven't been out to sea, and you haven't been a boss out to sea." So I said, "All right, can I go out to sea? Can I go out to sea?" And I was begging for 10 years to go out to sea, and they would say, "No, no, no." And then the last time I begged, and they actually asked for a woman, they gave it to this motherfucking nigga, man. I'm telling you, I went home, I left. Before I could get in my car, I was in tears. Cause I
Oh,
was like, they fucking me over. I can't do nothing about it. I cried at home. Cause I get my cry out and I say I ain't gonna cry no more. I'm gonna cry that one day and then I'm gonna go back and fuck it. And then 2 weeks later, my little bambina was in me. I found out. Hey, look at God.
Hey, first of all, let me tell both of y'all, I salute y'all for even taking y'all ass in that shit. For real.
you are more than me though, because I picked up MOS to make sure I was never going to be in harm's way.
I
I was
picked this.
a job that's available to me, and then when I get out, I can make money. So yeah, I was. It's not nobody hell no. I scored really high on ASVAB in electronics, which I don't even understand I ever did that. Mechanics, the basic reading, math, and writing or whatever it was. I did really well, but like when it comes down to the line scores or whatever, I scored really high in electronics and mechanics. Now I do understand a lot about mechanics. I love cars, but electronics. That's why they try to offer me the damn explosive ordnance shit. No, I would have blew you up. Nobody would have been alive.
Why you gonna beat me? What I do?
You definitely had to score a certain score on the ASVAB.
She said I'd have blew you up. Damn, what I do?
But I would tell you this: I'm a proponent of store and dump. If you can store and dump, that's the way to go. Because you ain't gonna remember shit. No way. Any job you have, you should be allowed to bring a book
you can
or
never
something. Hold on.
Dump for the ASVAB though. You cannot.
But I
you
scored
gonna
high.
blow me up because I'm light skinned?
I scored high on the ASVAB. Or decent. I don't even want to say high. I scored decent on the ASVAB. I scored like in the 70s. So,
me too.
I mean, it was okay. They offered me all kinds of jobs.
Exactly.
And, I was gonna be an Airedale. I was gonna be an air traffic controller, but the school, it was too long for me to get in, so I opted for crypto tech, which happened to be like right under being a nuke in the Navy. Like, I won't be no goddamn nuke. But
oh hell no.
In the long run, look, put it this way: I scored straight A's in physics. What'd that tell y'all? Now,
both of y'all crazy ass would have blew the world up.
Look, now ask me a physics question right now. I'm a dumbass bitch right now. What? I store and dump.
But I was gonna blow everybody up because I can't fucking.
I store and dump, shawty.
You understand, like when they have the mask over your face. 18. This is like the weird mask they put over your face, and it's not like something you can like literally see. So you can try to figure out what colors to disconnect. It's usually like two colors, usually like the detonation. But if you really can't see, or if they made the colors colors exact, and you don't understand, with the wiring, it's like something weird.
Is it like the movie on Rush Hour?
It's no Rush Hour didn't even do it.
When that girl was trying to take the wires off and the shit blew up.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't even do it justice. How
the goddamn button? Salute the queens. Bless said we had to take similar tests to join the operators union. I hear you, Bless. Superior Davis
Bless,
is
you
in
was
the
in the
building.
Navy too?
Shut up.
No, she said operators union.
I'm gonna hire all y'all for my bodyguards. Y'all tough.
What's good with you, Superior Davis? Go ahead and speak. First time up in here.
Chanel.
Miss T, what's up with it, Miss T?
What's going on with you, player?
Goddamn, it's been a long time since I done seen you on there, man. Goddamn. You all right?
I'm good. You sound like Q.
Because this is Q.
Okay, look at that. Look, a bitch ain't lost her ears, huh?
No, not at all. ATL, what's good with it? I see y'all got Destiny up here. I gotta get on her real quick about something.
Oh,
Destiny Black. Do you really think
go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Keyshawn Davis. Hold up, let me ask you a question. Do you really think Keyshawn Davis can really fuck with Tank? Do you really believe that?
I never said
I know
Tank.
you don't believe that.
No, I never said
Well,
I never said Lil
well,
T.
who you?
I said Frank
Well, that's what I'm
Martin.
saying.
Frank Martin. I feel
Frank,
like, but I was not gonna text the whole like long ass message, but
yeah.
Frank Martin needs like he needs to be in the roll into the teams maybe to get on that lot. He needs to be in the well. You know what? Honestly, no, I think it could be Frank Martin. He has the discipline. He also has the defensive, posture. He's very explosive. He's very explosive offensively. He, everybody that want to talk about Mayweather esque, he really is Mayweather esque. The young man,
How?
boy,
Where, where you getting that from?
have you seen Keyshawn Davis in the ring? He hits
Yes,
it.
yes, I have.
Okay,
Against Anthony Yidget.
who?
Against Anthony Yidget.
Yeah,
Anthony
but
Yidget.
okay, but he hits and don't really get hit back. He doesn't take much punishment back. He actually gets them out early on. Like he knocks people out. He has more the Mayweather esque. I guess you could say like
Destiny, you do realize they putting them in them showcase fights, though. You do realize that, though, right?
okay. That's what I said. As far as things, I said as far as we're looking at now. As far as we're looking at now, but even Shakur and Devin, they're not getting a knockout like Pretty Boy Floyd did early on in his career. They're not getting no kind of knockouts. And all out
They ain't
here,
getting tested either. They ain't getting tested either. Because Keyshawn Davis, I'm with Earl. I don't see why everybody keep hollering his name for. Because he ain't done nothing. He ain't been tested yet. Anthony Yidget ain't no test. Anthony Yidget ain't no test. It's a showcase fight.
Quentin, are you okay tonight, sir? Have you had a little too much to drink? Because you know what,
No,
there's
no, 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 no. I just don't be understanding it because y'all saying this off of what? Based off what? He hasn't been tested against nobody.
Quentin,
Frank Morton has.
Quentin, but there's AA for people who has an addiction, and we get it. You can go to AA, or you go to therapy.
Oh no, I ain't got no alcohol addiction. I got a bud addiction, but I ain't even smoking that right now. No, you good. I'm just curious.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Not saying you're drunk, but I don't think you're drunk. I'm just saying though, it's not. You don't need. Some people just don't need. Look at this drunk ass in the corner over here. You don't need 6,000 fights to prove that you're ready, because we've seen it with people with like a look. Mayweather, I think it's his 12th fight. Wasn't his 12th fight? He won his first world title against that Mexican who had only lost like 1 to 12 years or something like that. He was only like 19 or 20 years old, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was against some Hispanic gentleman. I want to say he was from Mexico. He may not have, but I believe he was only 19 years old. And it was only like his 12th fight. So it was a very short amount of time. And they was all saying like he was, at the time he was a prospect or whatever. Well, we don't know because this man's only lost once in 12 years, whatever. Mayweather went out there and destroyed that man like in less than three to 4 rounds. It was over. So I don't. Frank Davis, yeah, he was.
Are you talking about Baltimore?
Is that what he fought? Was it? I think that sounds good. I think he fought Baltimore, but was that like? It was very.
Keyshawn Davis.
No, she talking about when
like I say, I
went
don't
out and destroyed. I think she talking about Baltimore. He was out of the blue. Like he won't never like people don't remember him from the amateurs. He wasn't really big or nothing. He was like a taxi cab driver for real. And he came out and he motherfucker he blew up and he was beating everybody ass. And they was like, I know, sick him on Mayweather. Mayweather beat the dog shit out of that nigga. That's why I asked her was she talking about him.
I know this much. I know.
Not Frank Munn, but Keyshawn. I think he just talked too much right now. He good. I like him from the Olympics and shit like that, but I think he just a
that nigga
rider.
Pump faking, man. That nigga pump faking, trying to follow the blueprint of Bud, trying to attach his name to somebody that he see on the rise.
Let me tell you how I feel about
at the end of the day.
Keyshawn, right?
Pump
how they say
faking, fight
the loudest
somebody.
person in the room. I feel like he one of them.
Y'all only saying that because he's like pro Bud Crawford.
Y'all really think Frank Martin gonna do some shit?
First of all, like Earl say, what does Keyshawn Davis do for Frank Martin? What does Keyshawn Davis do for Frank Martin career? What does he do for him? Because like Earl said, Frank Martin beat him right now. He keep hollering this shit. I'm 7-0, 8-0. You already got the built-in excuse for when Frank Martin do beat you. So what does Frank Martin get out of fighting?
But you can say that back. You can say that backwards too, Q. You can say that about both of them because none of them made no big time noise. Not yet. I ain't putting the cart before the horse with no Frank Martin.
I want to see ass in the ring.
He's a good little fighter, but shit, the nigga got to do something for me.
Get their ass in the ring. Fuck that.
I mean, what you mean? He got to do something for? Didn't his last fight do something for you?
No, listen.
He beat a drug cheat. He beat a drug cheat.
But
I didn't do nothing for him.
I'm not knocking Frank Martin, so don't get it twisted.
Because Miss C, watch this here. Watch this here, Miss C. Michelle Rivera did a lot for me watching Frank Martin. Then Anthony Yidget did for me watching Keisha. Stop the madness, man. Y'all gotta stop it, man. It gotta stop.
Gotta stop. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Frank Martin is good and he's fast. He long in it too. He a old ass motherfucker. Comparatively, how long we have known him. He in there. He got to fight them young boys, but it's almost like he just came into it, and that ain't no hit against him. But in the end of the day, what that nigga ever did in boxing that's so spectacular. Like, come on, y'all, stop putting the cart before the horse. He'll get there.
But that's the thing. He ain't nobody saying that he done anything spectacular. But the thing is, he done done enough to where you got a Keyshawn that's not making a name for himself in the ring, fighting quality opponents. He fighting them showcase fights, but you calling out Frank Martin. Why?
Let me respond quickly.
Why? Frank Martin must be doing something.
Quentin, let me say that to you real fast though. Frank Martin is like his last fight was like his 28th or 29th fight. Who the fuck was nobody fighting before Michelle Rivera? And Michelle Rivera was barely anybody. Who the fuck he was fighting on nobody? And this man is only his 8th fight. You gotta realize Frank Martin has over 20-something fights. Who the fuck was he fighting? I must have missed it. If he fought somebody, I must have missed it.
Well, you know, there's a lot of boxers out there that, you know what I'm saying, got good ass records, but they just ain't had no good promotion. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna have to say
Hear me out. Okay. We didn't know about Frank Martin until he got with Derrick James, really.
I don't get
that's why y'all putting him on a
No, I'm not putting him on a pedestal. I'm not.
No.
I'm saying it's a lot of fighters. It's a lot of undefeated fighters out there that ain't getting what they ain't got.
Fights in, you compare somebody who had over 20, 30 fights. They put a hard up on these fans. Somebody with 8 fights.
Somebody in the car on the storm.
Yeah, you in the car, Q?
No, that was somebody trying to call me.
That's your water bed. You smashing something.
You say you ain't got a water bed.
Now I'm working down here in Katy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work, man. I'm gonna go to work.
You know Q be putting it down. You know Q be putting it down. My brother be putting it down. That's why I say Q. You left the mute button. Forgot to hit the mute button.
I should know the way you ran for Earl's Punch. You some motherfucking the way you ran for
I got a water bed.
Hey, while y'all bullshit, my boy Q be putting it down. Y'all better stop playing with him.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I know personally.
I gotta
you be
click
putting
out
it.
for a
I'm just
second,
joking.
but I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna click back in once I get to where I'm going. I'm be listening.
I'll try real fast so quick. No,
I'm
y'all.
just joking.
I swear I ain't heard
Tell
water
my
been about
boy.
20 years,
What
y'all.
is, no,
God.
Hey,
you
man.
know, these Negroes from down Texas, they say they're making groceries. How do you fucking make
Messy.
groceries? Nobody knows. They also have to be work for a time. Have to be to work for 7. What English is that? How do you be for? How do you go to work for a time? Have to be to work for 7. What does that even mean?
He's saying he has to be at work before 7. That's what
No,
that
but
is
they
saying.
say you have to be to work for like literally. You listen
Oh
to me
yeah.
talking and talk. They
Well,
say have to be
that's
in
country talking.
That's funny.
That's
no,
country talking.
no. How do you make groceries then, Miss T? How do you make groceries?
You don't say that. I say that. Don't you say
Damn,
that,
I'm
ATL?
Make groceries? Ma'am, no, ma'am. Nobody
Hell
says that.
yeah. I say who don't say that?
Who?
ATL, do you say I gotta go make groceries?
ATL was
Nah,
quiet.
hell no, that country is here.
Thank
I
you.
say
Nobody
I gotta
says make
make
groceries.
groceries.
You
I
gotta
do.
make groceries or go get them.
I gotta make
No,
groceries.
they make groceries. How do
I
you make
forgot. Your
groceries?
T ass from Georgia. She from the country and shit, so they probably say that
She's
shit.
on the backwoods of West Virginia.
Hey, look,
Where they
I like to acclimate where I go.
Miss T, how do you make? Please explain to me in TL in your chat.
You
How
make
do you make
groceries.
groceries? How do you make them?
You
Please do
go
explain.
there and you make groceries. You go in the
How?
store and you pick
How?
up shit and you make the
That's
groceries.
like
That's
that's like saying what you do that for.
Yeah. Hey, look. People be talking country. We some things in some areas we don't, and some like when y'all say girl, when y'all say girl, y'all be like girl. I be like, who
For I
is
can go.
girl? Yeah, who? For I
you
can
gotta
go.
say
Yeah,
for.
look.
Gotta
Remember on Life? Remember on that movie Life
For I
when he
can
said
go over there.
why folk can't I just sit up
Why
here and
for
look
I
at your
can't?
order? Why folk can't I
Exactly.
just look at your old ass? I knew exactly what the fuck he was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Me too, but that shit country as
Uh,
hell though, for real.
I mean,
yeah.
but you know why they spoke like that though, Miss T. And the reason why a lot of Black people still have broken English or AKA Ebonics is because we learned our English from our parents, and our parents learned their English from their parents, and so forth and so forth. And they learned the way the slaves learned English was from their slave, masters, and colonizers.
Hey,
And a
by
lot
you
of
saying that, Destiny, by you saying that, shout out to my kid's mother. She got a clothing line called Broken English. If you look it up, you know what I'm saying? She got some good attire online. You know what I'm saying? Broken English.
look it up. Look up.
Broken
I'll
English.
definitely check it out. ATL. But slave
Definitely.
masters came from countries where English was never part of their thing, and most countries say things. I guess you could say backwards versus the way we speak. So they were actually speaking backwards to them, but they sound backwards to us. We're the only ones that's on imperial metric system. I mean, imperial, like math system. Everybody else is on a metric system. And the imperial system is so not accurate. We be so off basis with our imperial system, but it's what we got because that's what America just does. We just do everything that doesn't make sense.
I always
So
say they tomato, whatever how they say it. Now as you know what the person talk about. When the motherfucker told me the Doug, you know a Doug? I be like, I don't know a Doug. Bitch, you know what a Doug is. Bitch,
now
I don't know what a Doug is. Roof. I said a dog, shorty.
a
A
duck?
dog? No, they call dogs Doug in
Where?
Maryland, in
But
Baltimore.
where?
In
Oh,
Baltimore.
okay. Well, that's where little Ting Ting's from. I can expect that.
That's how
I
you can tell a Baltimore person by the way they say the word two. Two is the way
cheese,
yeah,
cheese.
They say tear and do
they say
and
two,
fear.
yeah, you
What
and
you
you.
do?
Tear, do, fear.
We like they from B more. Modern King Boxing is in the building with Papa King. Bless it. I'm originally from Mississippi. M.I.
Mississippi.
Cricket letter I. Cricket letter
Crooked
I.
letter I.
Humpback I.
Back. Motherfucker die.
That's how my family talk. Definitely. You said I definitely understand it. She said T-U. Yeah. T-U.
Q.
Yeah. Nah, my boy Q. when he was
Q.
talking about Frank Martin. Oh damn, Destiny dropped out.
Q.
Yeah, I know Q. He I feel what he's saying that that Frank Martin is a good fighter. I ain't taking nothing from Frank Martin.
No.
But it's like Destiny made a good point. Outside of Michelle Rivera, who has he fought? And then ATL, I'm gonna congratulate you for being the first real motherfucker to say you was a straight up nigga, like a real dude, for saying this when you said what you said just a few minutes ago about, you know, their resume, you know, how did you say it? Something about you can't really hold them to how many fights they have, their resume, if that's all they had or whatever. I always say that applies to everybody, because you know that's a continuing argument with Spence and Crawford. When you know you can only fight the people that's in front of you, who they because we all know in boxing now they make it difficult for a nigga to have a good career in boxing, men and women. For fighting, the women seem like they doing better, but the men, you know, they can't never get a fight on to save their life, a fight that we as the fans want to see. So when they do a good deed, don't turn around and say that person is the be all, the end all. I said that about Tank, and I'm a big Tank fan. Tank ain't legendary. I don't know who the fuck told him he was legendary, and they need to stop. And I hope he don't let himself think that. You can't be legendary fighting a scrub.
Miss T, you can't shit on Tank right now, man. He proving everybody wrong.
How?
He got them. He paving the way.
Okay, can I say something real fast, ATL, though, to be
He
honest?
fought twice this year.
ATL, let me say something. Twice. Yeah, you're right. He fought a nobody at the beginning that, you know, was never in his, you know, whatever. But anywho.
We try not to say nobody's, but you know, yeah. I know what she mean. Y'all know what she mean.
I don't mean to say nobody was not a nobody. He's a somebody, but he's not like nobody on the scale.
He's nobody we know.
Yeah, name brand rise, wise or whatever. Whoever thought, to be honest, 100% to be honest, that Ryan Garcia had a chance of truly beating Lil Tink Tink? I truly say I wanted Ryan because I can't stand. This is the only time I ever went against a black fighter. And I promise y'all everything I love. And y'all know who I am, who I'm not. But that was the only time I ever wanted to see somebody black lose. And I was very disappointed.
I got more respect for Ryan for getting his ass in the ring, even though he lost. The loss ain't even mean no loss to me. It showed me he got heart. So even though he quit, he got his ass in there.
He did quit because I was giving him some props. I was like, oh, okay. But then when I heard him and Goosen at the end, and I was like, man, you quit. If you could get up at 10, you could have got up at 8, nigga.
Then he got up perfectly fine. Like, okay, I'm ready to go home.
People keep saying he threw the fight. Do y'all believe that? I don't do the
No, I don't think he threw the fight. He didn't want to get embarrassed. He didn't want to get embarrassed.
I think he quit. And I think that's what it was. I think he had a taste of little Tink Tink's power. And he motherfuckers was like, oh shit, I can't take much more of this. You ain't gonna mess up my pretty face and shit. Because Tink Tink could have rearranged that face.
Let's see. I feel like, to be honest though, a lot of that was weight fatigue with Ryan. Ryan Garcia has no business fighting on 135. To be honest, he's pretty much a welterweight. He does not look like an average 135. What's that, lightweight? He does not look like that one. He's very much a welterweight.
He's tall, but he made the weight just fine. He didn't look sickly.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying though. Yeah. But I think a lot of that has to do with the weight drain too. Like, I think Lil Buddy, like you said, he didn't get not his face. Also, I think he was fatiguing, and I think he understood that. And I think he also understood that he has no business fighting at 135. But you know what? I feel like Ryan's another sentiment. I feel like he's another sentiment because he lost to Tink Tink, Mayweather's so-called protege, and all thing this is going to do for him is catapult his stardom, you know, up there.
Yes,
you know,
you hit Ryan with the goddamn what's that shit with Tupac and Juice. You said Nigga, you just local.
But I'm just saying that.
Kiss my local ass.
And like, it's like Cesar Chavez, whatever little buddy name is, said
Hey,
that
when
he's like a
is that
disgrace.
fight right there? Franchon Cruz and Discern.
Savannah Marshall.
Yeah, when they fight.
I got it on my phone. Hold on, I got you. I just did a video on that.
Franchon got legit power. So does Marshall. But
Franchon, her only flaw.
I remember when that dude knocked her
is
weird
when
off.
she be open, because when she be swinging her haymakers, they're a little bit slow, just for Franchon. But I'm a fan of Franchon.
Me too.
When she's swinging her haymakers and she's sitting down on the punch. If you was a fast puncher, you see it coming.
Martin King, you know what? I'm almost there to agree with you, but I feel like if Ryan was to fully rehydrate, I feel like he can rehydrate up to like maybe 154. Oh, maybe 150, 152, maybe. I just feel like he's more of a welterweight stature.
Who getting bigger? You know who getting bigger, who look thick?
Who?
Motherfucking Devin Haney.
Girl, if you don't believe my unofficial child.
He don't look, I ain't say fat. He look thick, nice, like his body filling out. Like you can tell. His body's filling out.
He's always admitted though, like he does struggle with that 135. And honestly, he should have been at 140 2 fights ago. Let's be realistic.
But look, him and his daddy talk too much cash shit. If he don't fucking fight Shakur or Tank, he a motherfucking duck.
Honestly, Shakur does not want to fight that. Shakur, wait, let's see before you try.
Okay.
Shakur went on the 90 whatever the box with Charlemagne the God or whatever, and he said out of his own mouth, him and his team's going to sit down and think, talk about as far as finance makes sense, whatever makes more sense, and they're leaning more towards little Tink. I mean, he also said he already knows that Devin is not afraid to get in the ring with him. And he also walked back that thing he said in the ring. I always beat Devin in the matches, and until all those damn sparring matches started leaking all over the internet. And then Shakur has it like, okay, well, I didn't win every sparring match. Get the entire fuck out of here, little baby. And I love Mr. Shakur. Shakur's my other. He's my other adopted child. But
it's June 17th. I'm sorry.
June 17th.
Yeah.
But what I won't do though is play, foolery and buffoonery between the two. Devin would have said the same bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, Devin. That's some bullshit. Because these two are. When you watch these two sparring matches, they are truly equally matched when it comes down to the sweet science. Okay, Miss T, go watch them.
Modern King, this is you, right? We don't want no dicks popping up in the screen. This is you, right?
Yeah, he said, I know, right? Is he trying to chime in? I don't see him in. He said, day one, Franchon Cruz, Zern fan. I'll put the link back in there if you don't see it. Anybody can chime in. But I'm going to tell you right now, out the top three, and that's it was Ryan was somehow placed in that top 4, but we know he knocked off by now. But out the top 3, Shakur, Tank, and Devin is dead last. It's Shakur, and Tank, and Devin. And Shakur and Tank might be a 60-40 fight or a 50-50 fight. But Devin cannot beat neither one of them.
Devin lifting weights now.
Who he can't beat? I must have missed it.
He can't beat no Shakur. He can't beat no Tank.
Oh, he already beat Tank, and that's already been proven. That's why Tank. That's already been proven. Block stock, even Adrian Broner, even though he told that bold-faced lie. Okay, let me tell you how Adrian Broner was lying. He claims that Tank supposedly had Devin knocked out on his feet, right? But him and his daddy had money on the line. Who has money on the line no gambler in the history of Newgardom has ever said, "Oh yeah, I got money on the line, but I'm going to stop this fight because I think you're going to get, you're about to be knocked out." Just to turn around to see Devin walk the fuck out of little Tink Tink. And Adrian Broner said, he was like, "Yeah, but at the end of the day, he was like, yeah, Devin did his thing, and it is what it is."
Now, why
What?
he say he did his thing? What was the reason? What was the factor?
Because Devin is a much superior boxer. That's why.
No. It was Tank was out of
Tank
shape.
don't sleep, Devin.
Easy. Tell it, ATL.
That nigga
like, what
Devin
you talking
Chin weak,
about,
dog.
Destiny?
You know what? Y'all keep saying, you know what? It's so funny. When y'all say people chances weak, right? That was the whole thing they kept trying to say about Money May.
Hey,
Because Money May,
what was the white dude he fought that had his ass doing the stanky leg back to the coma?
what white dude? Who?
Linares.
Yeah, Linares, yes.
That's not a white man. That's actually a dude from, I believe, Venezuela.
If he had 10 more seconds, Devin would have been on his ass.
Stop
on
it.
his ass.
Stop it. But you know why, though?
Why?
ATL, he called Devin. With Devin, he had to relax his guards because he already knew the belt was about to ring.
But that was a long time ago, so you're right. It might not happen now.
But wait, ATL. Also, you got to realize he was whooping little buddy ass from the beginning up until the 10th round. And actually, at the very, like, the last 5 or 4 seconds of the 10th round. And with that being said, okay, he wobbled him a little bit, but he still came out. And he still, like, and in the 12th round, he dominated Linares.
He did.
But you
Wobble.
Devin was not paying attention, though.
He did. Yeah, he did. He did the pocket knife.
Mayweather did the
I ain't never seen Tank do the stanky leg.
I ain't never seen Tank do the pocket knife neither.
Uh-huh.
I ain't never seen
the pocket knife.
I saw Tank hold on for dear life against Ryan Garcia, and I also saw him. He was deer eyes caught in headlight because that nigga looked like, whoa, he really hit me with one. He was like Rudy Giuliani when he makes that ugly ass face on Fix News. Miss T, I know you know because you watch politics.
Rudy Giuliani.
Whatever.
That's an insult. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my boy in here.
Go ahead.
Mr. Big Fish. You hit the bill.
Oh, I've been waiting for General Big Fish. Yeah, buddy.
What's up, General?
What you got on this fight, bro?
Miss T, what's going on? How you doing?
What's good, General?
I'm chilling, man. Enjoying the show.
Big Fish, what you got on this fight, man? Got you 100.
ATL, I got to look up the Vegas odds so we can do this properly.
What you mean? I do this all the time.
You trying to take the favorite, so I need my $50 against your 75. What's up?
Oh god damn!
or my 100 against your 130.
I got something better for you.
What's up?
We could bet 100, but I put an extra 100 that Devin gonna knock Loma ass out.
Oh hell no! Now that's y'all better get in on that bet.
Bet me.
Y'all better take ATL money.
So,
ATL
okay, so let me get this straight. We betting $100 on who win and lose, plus an additional $100 if he knock him out.
Exactly, and if he don't,
what if he don't knock him out? Then but he still win. I lose nothing.
You just lose 100.
How I lose 100?
No, he don't lose nothing. If he don't lose nothing.
Yeah, come on, bitch.
Come on, ATL. What you doing, nigga?
All right, we're gonna bet straight $100 up. Devin win.
Straight $100 if he
Devin win.
If he knock him out and y'all bet on $100, then you don't lose. If you're doing it like Vegas, you don't lose nothing. They got your $100, but we don't play the Vegas like that. That's we can't even act like we a real betting place.
Straight $100.
Straight $100.
Straight 100
on Devin.
Bet
for the win. All right, look, I'm writing this shit. Dang.
Write it down. Don't go hiding. You know, we had a couple people hiding this team.
Come on, man.
And you had to take up for their debt, which is wrong as a woman.
For the insult, I take my bet off the table right now.
Don't do it, Big Fish. Remember, look, ATL. Remember, we had a big commotion about that last time. Man,
yeah, because somebody ran and you paid it. You didn't have to pay it, but
look,
you know what I'm saying?
they didn't run, Charles. They didn't run.
Hey, don't even get me started on that. I'm
they
past
didn't run,
that,
ATL. I promise you, they didn't.
They didn't.
Like I just
okay.
It's sometimes it's about logistics, man. It's just about logistics. You know, I'm not finna. Let me tell y'all something about me. I don't pay for men for nothing. Can I get an amen? I don't pay men shit for nothing, and so I would not put up no money if I ain't think my brothers over there is gonna be good for it. I would never do it. You know what I'm saying? And so now we got some honest brokers over here. So he's saying $100, and ATL got Devin for the win. For the win.
Yeah,
I got 100 right now. I got 100 right now.
My cash up is General Big Fish with a dollar sign in the front.
General Blake, make sure y'all exchange y'all cash apps.
I got 100 right here. 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Anybody else? Miss Destiny, you want to get in on this bet?
Get on what bet? What's going on?
They betting ATL and Big Fish betting. ATL got Devin for the win, and Big Fish got
ATL already. ATL already know. Like Devin is going to. He been trying to give Lomachenko that work since he was literally since he was 19 years old.
I'm with Big Fish.
And then Lomachenko didn't even want to take this fight. At first he said he knew he was the B side and whatever Devin said, but then he needed more money. So Devin, instead of him pulling this fight, because he actually offered Lil Tink the fight. He said he was willing to drop the belt, and Bill Haney and them got the receipts to prove it. They was willing to drop the belt. No, hold on, he was willing to drop the belt to fight Lil Tink. And Lil Tink turned them down. Just like he turned down a rematch against Isaac Cruz, the same way he turned down fights against Lomachenko himself and Shakur Stevenson. Because Lil Tink, only thing he wants to beat up on is tomato cans. And Ryan Garcia wasn't exactly a tomato can. He was like a tomato soup that he beat up on. So congratulations to Lil Tink for beating up on the tomato soup. When Devin Haney already said everybody viewed Ryan Garcia as the weakest link.
I'm with you, Big Fish. Loma gonna whip Devin ass. Hey, if we lose, hey, Big Fish, if we lose, I might even put in a fourth of your whatever you got.
That's how confident you is.
That's how confident. That's my confidence right there. I might even put in a fourth if we was to lose to win it.
We ain't in the same car too many times, Miss T. So I'm in good company right now.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all gonna be shocked, and I want to see y'all face Monday afternoon, bright and early.
This guy is the luckiest undisputed champion in the history of.
Ain't he though?
Yeah, it was gifted to him.
So wait, hold up. Cinnamon was not the luckiest undisputed champion in the whole world. Cinnamon beat Rocky Fielding, who the fuck is nobody. He also beat a goddamn Average Pilgrim, who the fuck is that dude? And he beat all the Smith family for his undisputed. Usyk beat who? Who the Usyk beat?
To do it.
Huh?
He fought a collection of bums, not just one.
Yeah. But he got the complexion for the protection. Devin
Forget the other
Haney,
players,
but
yeah.
Devin Haney, big nose ass, ain't got the I'm just, I'm just
But
joking.
with
I'm
that
just
being
joking.
said, though,
Why no?
but with that being said, but with that being said, though, Devin Haney beat the man that beat the man that beat the
Hey,
man. So
Snoop,
Devin
Talking
Haney
to
beat
Clayton
the man
Bigsby,
that beat the man that beat the man. And when he tried to fight T-Ho ass,
oh Lord,
T-Ho was doing everything. He was playing Footloose and shit. What's that little Twister game? That little game, you used to put on the thing. You had to like put your feet and hands. Twister. That's what
yeah.
T-Ho did. Then he
Hey,
took
but
his
look,
race his ass up to 140, and then said, "Oh, ESPN wants black fight. They can have black fighters. Well, suck a dick too, little bitch. You're welcome."
I be thinking y'all take that out of context, but I can't really argue if that's what he's saying. I think sometimes they be backing him into a corner. He not finesse what he's saying. We can call hold on, because they can call Devin racist for saying ain't no white fighter gonna beat me ever.
Hey, that's how he
But
felt.
we don't do that. But we don't do that.
Hey, but that's
Now
how
he
he
got
felt.
it. But that's how T.O. felt. I mean, come on, yo. I'm just saying, Snoop Doggy
Let's
Snout is not gonna beat Lomachenko. I'm sorry.
see. Black people can't be racist for one. So a couple of reasons why we can't be racist. We don't own shit.
Oh
We
Lord,
don't have no
Lord,
power to
Lord.
change shit. We
We
don't
can
have
be
the power to do
prejudiced.
a damn thing.
We
We
can
can
be
definitely be
prejudiced though.
prejudiced. We can definitely be prejudiced.
But that's what I'm saying. Devin said something that was not finessed. They have a lot to learn. They're
But,
young and they have a lot to learn about finessing their words.
okay,
So I'm
okay.
not gonna hold it against Devin, and I'm also not gonna hold it against Tio. And I'm a black woman. I don't want to be hobnobbing with no motherfucking racist. I just don't see Tio as a racist. I think all these fighters got egos and bravados, huh?
You know you're an international lover. You love black men, Puerto Rican, and Haitian.
Of course, because God made only one race.
But yeah, so Missy don't go to that one. So I know you don't go to that.
All I know, getting back to the fight, all I know is Lomo gonna beat the hell out of Devin. I'm sorry to tell y'all.
Okay, okay, Missy.
Do
So
we
what you
hear
gonna
another bet?
do?
Anybody else want to put a bet? Bless
Hold
them
on,
out
you
there.
been too, Mitty?
I don't know. I'm with Big Fish.
You with Big Fish? Oh shit! You want to bet 100 too?
Nah, I'm saying if Big Fish was to lose, this how confident I am. I'll put up 1/4 of what he got to pay out.
I don't want to hear that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Hey, I
Tell
see
him,
them
Big Fish, I
butterflies
got your.
in your crib,
Mm-mm.
ATL.
Ain't no butterflies here. I got another 100 for Mitty.
Flying around your head right now.
Missy,
Nah, I think the betting
Mitty, no, I'll
guys
be
be with.
here.
Look, the betting guys be with ATL on my channel. He always winning the damn bets.
He always taking the favorites. I see
I
what
do
he
this
do.
shit, man.
He always winning
How
the
many
bets.
times have you taken the underdog, ATL?
Every time.
Hey, look, Destiny,
Except
you
for
want to
this
bet
night, except for
$25?
this one.
Every time.
25. Look, I'm gonna go 25. The boys, the
I'm
Haney
fellas
the
like
can have
Floyd
that
in
underdog
this
too.
100.
bitch.
Underdog in this fight.
I'm betting 25 for Loma.
oh,
I'm
well, go
like
ahead.
Floyd
That's
in this
what
bitch. I got your 25 then.
I
I bet you
don't gamble
25.
or not bet. I mean, I be talking. I don't bet though. Not for real. But you know what? 'Cause I'm superstitious, especially when I want my favorite fighter to win. And when they, and I'm just superstitious like that. And one thing's a fact that, one thing's for certain, two things for sure is any
Sound like
punch, one punch
excuses.
could change the whole fight. One punch could change the whole fight. And we've seen it done time and time again. So, yeah, I'm not into that betting thing.
I got us
But,
down,
I don't gamble either, but I
ATL.
gamble boxing.
I
well, we
got
know,
us.
yeah, apparently you're like pretty good at it, Mr. Gamble.
Hey, ATL, I got you
I
$25.
box, so I know what's going on.
Hey, ATL, I got you $25.
I
Loma gonna
got
whoop
you.
that
Put it
ass.
down. Write it down.
I wrote
Take a
it
picture. I
down.
don't give a fuck.
I know. Stop your feet, light a match, motherfucker. Yeah, I got the 25. Send your ass. Send all y'all niggas home broke.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that when he said, I'm gonna shoot these motherfuckers again. Get this little motherfucking kid out of here.
Mhm.
I
What he say on
told
the
you
Mac
to get
Goldie?
that little motherfucker out of here.
What he say on the Mac Goldie? I ain't running because I ain't no motherfucking track star.
Yeah, I mean, see, I don't know if you watch Little Buddy's channels or whatever, but anyways, Key and Dante's Boxing Nation, they both said
Hell no,
that
nobody watch him.
out of all the fights so far that's that's been scheduled for this year, 2023, Devin Haney has the more riskier fight than anybody else.
Oh, come on.
Who
Hey,
else?
look.
Who else has the more riskier
That's
fight in
Destiny.
2023? Who else has
Destiny.
the more
Nobody.
riskier fight?
Destiny.
Nobody.
Come on, child.
Nobody.
Come on.
Nobody.
Well, he's gonna lose his riskiest fight as well.
I heard that before.
My
Cherry
kid,
picking.
that's what
Sunshine
they think that
Jackson.
is.
What's her
Cherry
name?
picking.
Sunshine Jackson. Heard it all before. All of
Cherry
your
picking.
lies.
Cherry picking going
Haney
wrong.
this.
One thing because you think
Loma
for sure,
that.
Lomachenko, he only pivots to his right. He does not like fighting off his back foot, kind of like sprints. So Devin Haney can expose all the weaknesses that Lomachenko's has.
Is he
And
gonna hug it out the whole
Lomachenko
fight?
could beat T-Ho. Who T-Ho's a great fighter? Anybody's trying to tell me T-Ho's a great fighter. I'll wait all Sunday.
T.O. is a great
T.
fighter.
Trash.
Hey,
Girl,
Miss T.
bye, Miss
Miss T.
T. Bye.
T.O. trash.
A great fighter, a great fighter.
He is a great
Miss
fighter. I
T.
ain't say he a
Okay,
T.O.
noob.
trash.
okay.
What you saying, General? What you
All
saying?
we need is for Bob Arum to put a referee in there that's not gonna allow all that damn bear hugging.
Put the nigga with the big booty in there, goddamn. Loma might
Because
win.
he cannot fight on the inside. We all know that. That's why
Hey,
he do all
Exactly.
they
that
need the
damn
referee with
hugging.
the big booty, and Loma might win.
Oh, no. Who is that? The big booty ref?
What's the black dude?
No, look, ATL. I mean,
This
Look like
General,
Arsenio Hall.
General
is
Big Fish. He gonna say he gonna quit. He gonna be like, no, Moss, I can't take it. It's like 5 people in the ring with me.
who said that?
That's what Devin gonna be saying when Loma
Girl, Miss
come at
T,
his
Miss T,
This is
cut
not
the bullshit.
Cambosis.
Cut the bullshit.
Exactly.
Oh, this
I'm
is
not
like
comparing nobody. I'm not
10
comparing.
levels.
I am not comparing little Homachenko to Cambozo. But let's be realistic though. Cambozo came in the fight with 0 losses.
Got his name drilled.
Homachenko's coming to the ring with 2 losses. And you can actually say a 3rd loss because I feel like Ortiz
tell you.
dog the fuck out of him. His little smart friend Ortiz beat that nigga from the rooter to the motherfucking
Hey,
tutor.
look, hey, General. Look, I look at people's how I don't judge people by their personal life, but I do factor it in as to how they're gonna do in their career, in the sense because Devin Haney seemed like he lost his soul or his personality.
Yeah, he was
Nigga
in the
got a
swimming
grill.
pool. He was in the swimming pool with Diddy, Miss T.
Oh God, that's nasty.
Hey, you right about that though.
And he got a grill.
That
And all the shit like that ain't even him.
He looking like peaches.
Miss T, I agree with you on that. I feel like that ain't him.
He was in a pool with Diddy.
I feel like he's trying to relive his youth or some shit.
He was in a pool with Diddy.
Honestly.
Now let me ask the men this, because I keep seeing this on motherfucking YouTube channels. I don't say nothing. I know. I figured y'all would be more of an expert with this shit. Do he seem like a simp? Because look at I ain't trying to talk about the girl that he with. I'm sure she's a lovely person, but when they were showing everybody she was linked to and he married her and shit, he really do look like he a lost puppy, man.
I do think that too. I think he's trying to relive his shit he tried to do in his childhood that he's seen everybody else do with the grill and all that shit. But as far as boxing, he gonna whoop Loma ass.
What you think, General?
I just seen him in the pool with Diddy. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah, I know that was.
He said that's enough said.
I need to find somebody to bet. I found ATL, so I'm good.
Man,
He in the pool with Diddy. He all
but
the
he
way
was in the.
down.
I seen it. He was in the pool with Diddy at a party. I said, "Oh
His
shit."
legs
That's
ain't gonna
nasty,
never be the
man.
same, Miss T. If you know
That's
what
Oh,
I
nasty.
that's fucked
No,
up.
man. His ass ain't gonna never. Yeah, you right.
mean. Yeah, them legs gonna be a little wobbly on the
That's
20.
fucked
wobbly,
up.
wobbly,
Damn.
wobbly, wobbly.
They like,
Devin, I ain't doing you
why
like that.
Devin?
Hey, Devin, I ain't doing you
Miss
like
T,
that, bro.
they gonna say, why he ain't sitting on the
But you ain't
stool?
supposed to be in the pool with Diddy.
Uh-huh. Hey, look, Destiny, don't get mad. Now you gotta admit, the boy has lost some. It's something he like a lost puppy. Come on.
Destiny?
Miss T, let me ask you a question real fast though, right? Okay.
Alright.
Miss
Let's
Destiny.
reverse roles,
Miss
right?
Destiny, can I ask you a
Go ahead,
question?
baby. Go ahead, honey.
What's the difference between Devin Haney, Earl Spence, and Yellow Beezy now, and P Diddy?
Difference. There's a whole lot of motherfucking difference. The one difference is Devin Haney was in a pool full of other ladies. He was only 18 or 19 years old. And one thing's for certain, two things for sure, he would have beat the fuck out of Diddy if Diddy would have tried anything he did with the white kids. He never, I can guarantee you. And then Bill Haney, he actually has a father in
Yeah,
his life.
Devin Muslim too, so I'm going with that too. Yeah, Devin
Thank you.
Muslim, so
I'm sorry,
they
but
ain't with all that shit.
y'all playing Devin Haney's face because he was in a pool with Diddy.
He ain't no Muslim if he in the pool with Diddy.
Jay-Z got with Diddy too. So Jay-Z fucking Jay-Z too? Get out of here. What are you talking about?
You know Diddy like him young.
Hey, what are we talking about though?
I'm just joking. I don't think that.
Yeah, crazy.
I don't think that Devin slept with him.
Hey, when it's Earl Spence, you don't mind talking about this, Destiny. Be
Do
fair.
with anti-gay or anything like that though. But Devin Haney is not gay. And
I know that.
No,
What about this?
nobody think that. Nobody think
y'all
that.
talking about the young lady, India Love, whatever
Diddy
the
gay
story
as
name
shit.
is.
She
India
was
Love,
just saying
right?
India Reed, not
India
India Reed.
Love. So where's the same energy? When you know what? Jay-Z married Beyonce. Where was his energy after Jay-Z marrying a so-called Puritan? You know, did he lose his weight? Oh no, she upgraded his ass.
She damn sure did.
You talk about hoes, right? You want to talk about hoes, niggas marrying hoes. Any nigga that fucked around with Madonna, Guy Ritchie,
He went from Joe Camel to the King.
Guy Ritchie was uplifted. You know what I'm saying? But why the only thing when it comes down, oh yeah,
But we talking about boxing.
he turned his whole into a housewife. Bitches be out here turning hoes into house niggas all day, every day. So
we
where's
talking about boxing though, Destiny.
No,
like,
but
Devin, listen, Devin is very young. Now I'm being real serious right here. Devin is very young, and from what they say, I don't know this young lady, and so I ain't got nothing negative to say about it. I'm going by what I see the reports on it. He do seem like a lost puppy. He didn't marry her quick. You cannot say he did this shit in the ideal way. The girl, her past alone, I want if Muhammad Ali didn't marry Jada Pinkett in the motherfucking movie because she was a little too risque for his blood as a Muslim. How did Devin marry this lady? Wouldn't she be kind of out of sorts for to be a Muslim's wife?
He been dating Shorty. He been dating Shorty for over 2 years. And not all Muslims, y'all go by the culture. And Miss T, you know better because you actually was in the Navy. So you know the difference between the religion and the culture. The religion does not specify looking like a motherfucking ninja. That's that cultural bullshit. That's that cultural bullshit. I was raised Muslim, so I can definitely tell you that's not a thingy. That's not a thingy. And neither is having multiple wives, neither. That's not a thing.
But having
See, that's what people get it messed up though. With the multiple wives, you got to take care of everybody equally.
But having multiple partners, this ain't my rules. This how they be looking at it.
But you got to take care of them equally.
You only have one partner your whole life. You only talk with one man your whole life.
I'm not talking about me. I'm a Christian. I can do the football team.
Now you only have one sex partner your whole goddamn life.
No, I
don't. A life path And I would tell you a whole lot if I told you the same thing too. Like, oh yeah, it was only my ex-husband. I
But
ain't
but I'm
ever
saying,
nobody.
listen, I'm saying, look at reality. I maybe I'm confused because every Muslim I know will shy away from. They don't make that woman a bad woman because I
Yeah.
live in. Hold on, I live in reality. A woman
Okay.
can sleep with who she want to sleep with, and that don't make her less than a woman. Not in my eyes. It make her a
Exactly.
strong, independent person. But Muslims, I've never met a Muslim, not one, who don't shy away from shit like that or
Oh,
don't look down on that type shit.
ATL.
And
ATL.
hold on.
Wait, okay.
And Devin Haney do look like a lost puppy. Now, hopefully, they ain't arguing that week, or they ain't mad at each other, or she done hooked them up real good leading up to the fight. Because if she do something to make that nigga wary, it's gonna affect him in the fight. Why? Why do I feel that? Because he's young and he ain't had no big heartbreak yet. And the way he got married that quick and got into this relationship like he did, it's coming. It's coming.
It's different with Muslims.
It's
ATL, let me
motherfucking
ask you a
coming.
question real fast, ATL.
Go ahead.
And I don't mean to be like, digging in your, was your wifey a virgin when you met her?
No.
Okay. I don't give a damn how many bodies she got, whatever the case may be. I'm just asking one question. And you're a Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, did you give a flying fuck that she was not a virgin when you met her?
No.
But you still decided to marry your beautiful
We
wife,
ain't
right?
married, but I know what
Yeah,
you're saying.
so I'm saying though, so this one of these things is not like the other, Miss T. Some of the things is not matching up. Like literally, what the fuck are we talking about? Miss T, you're a feminist too. You already know you're a feminist.
If
So
you're
what?
Muslim,
Why do you say
you're
that? I
more
don't
you're
know.
more perceptive to be married instead of hanging around in relationships for years. So that's why it happens so fast.
Well,
You say
see,
you
that's
love
what
this person, you do
I'm
that,
just
and they,
saying. They I'm gonna say this, and I say this with all due respect. Everybody be critical, and Bill Haney is a critical person too. And Devin Haney and all of them. As a boxer, you can't help but be critical. This is one of those sports where you criticize a lot. And I'm saying the way he entered into the marriage, I hope they make it. I really do. I don't have no ill will against him. But I'm just saying he do look like somebody who's kind of lost himself. Cause he doing stuff and you can tell he lost himself. You know why? Because it don't mesh well.
Miss T,
It doesn't, the grill, the necklaces, the shit he doing, it don't even, it make him almost look fake.
Miss T, he's 24 years old. He's still a little baby. What did you do? Every trend, every fad that was going. Well, I'm not gonna say everything because I hate them damn ugly ass jersey dresses with fucking I never wore sneakers. Only time I ever wore sneakers when I had to run for PT. I don't own sneakers. I don't do them. If they're not 6 inches or better, I don't fuck with them. But with that being said, I did have like the baby fat, like outfits and jackets, and I had all the little bad shit going on. He was a baby still, but does not mean he's not disciplined. There's a difference between following facts and being disciplined. Just because he's following a fact does not mean he's out there drinking
you right.
alcohol,
You right.
busting down on everything like Adrian Broner did
You
on
right.
elevators with no condom. Um,
If he was with Diddy, he was. Come on now, stop it.
that is not,
Seen the
yo.
picture.
Let's be
Come on,
realistic
he
though.
doing the same. He doing the same
Big
lifestyle.
fish, big fish, cut the bullshit though. So Jay Z
Just
was
telling
fucked
you
by Diddy
right.
too. So Jay Z got fucked by Diddy too.
I'm just, listen to
I
me.
don't know.
I'm saying strictly, Devin Haney don't seem like himself. And I'm saying also, I've always said this even way back then, so you know I ain't even playing. Shakur Stevens would beat Devin Haney. Tank Davis would beat Devin Haney. If Devin Haney do not fight one of them after this Loma fight, and God forbid to get beat by Loma, because I think Loma has a chance.
Who doesn't even want to fight Devin Haney, but you want this man to fight somebody who don't want to fight him. So
Hey,
you
look,
want
check this out, right? Just like Miss T said, like before, you know, Devin Haney, he just moved a certain type of way. This time, after the Kambosos fight, just like the only thing that threw me off about that made me seem like something was different with Devin was when he had the gold teeth. I was like, the gold teeth, like everybody. First of all, everybody is rocking fucking diamonds and platinum now. So you know what I'm saying? I just had my gold teeth taken out. I got diamond grill right here. You know, it's diamond and white grill right here, but I don't wear my shit. But it's like for you to go back to gold, it's just like you trying to relive some shit that you wanted back then, but you couldn't get it, but you got it now. So you just went the wrong way about it, not knowing that really ain't nobody really rocking golds like that. Everybody got their diamond and platinum and gold shit going on. So that's what threw me off. Cause I had a gold grill. I had my shit took out like 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Are you in your 20s? Are you in your 30s? Almost 40s? Are you? I mean, let's be realistic though.
I had my gold. I'm gonna tell you, I had my gold teeth since I was 25. I got them took out when I was 42.
This young baby, that's a little baby.
That's like, what I'm saying.
So I mean, maybe that's something he wants to do. So he doesn't have to follow because everybody else took that shit out. You know what? People took their spinners off their cars. I still see ugly ass, goofy ass cars in Texas with fucking spinners and all that weird shit. The little spoke thingies that's like, look like, Greek chariots or Roman chariots or whatever that shit was. That shit looks dangerous. I still see them ugly ass cars. That's just not a style. I still see grandpas with diabetic shoes on, Miss T, going to the bingo hall with zoot boots on. So you're gonna go diabetic shoes with your walker or your cane.
Modern King, we ain't saying that. We ain't talking about Haney. I bet on Haney. Haney gonna beat the shit out of him.
But all I'm saying is when
we talking about we just talking about when Miss T was talking about like did you feel like something changed after the fight with the gold teeth?
He's not himself.
He is himself.
Listen. I'm saying he's not himself, and you can see that, and that to me will affect you when you think about all the great fighters. They don't ever change. They consistently who they are. Devin Haney, I can't call that growing into whatever unless you want to say he's just a late ass bloomer. Shout outs to late bloomers, but late bloomers come into play around 16, 17, not 24. The man is a grown ass man. I can't give him no pass, and it's for that reason that I see that he's gonna have some kind of issue because he's not himself. I already see that, but at the same time, he makes mistakes.
I ain't gonna say himself.
And Lomachenko is fast. That's why I give Lomachenko a chance.
That just threw me off.
He's fast, and Devin throw them wide shots. Motherfucking what's his name? Gary Russell Jr. said it best. Man, I believe Gary Russell would have beat Devin. Devin Haney throws wide punches.
Devin Haney, I fought with Devin Haney, but that just threw me off.
He really threw wide punches with this. Don't do that. Everybody do that. When he was trying to put the punch to people, he was not. He don't have like no weak chin or whatever. One thing's for certain, two things for sure though. Devin has never tasted a canvas, and that goes back to his amateur career. That goes back even up to this day. He's never touched the canvas. So with that being said, yeah, he got his little leg. He got his leg wobbled. So has Mayweather. Muhammad Ali was knocked out. I mean,
hey, look, Destiny. Matter of fact, they did the same walk back to the corner.
Yeah. Look, I never hold it against anybody.
Hey, him and Floyd did the same walk back to the corner. I remember
when Floyd got rocked.
When Floyd got rocked, he did that same walk back to the corner.
Y'all seen when Madonna rocked Floyd? I mean, you in boxing, you gonna get hit. I'm telling you, some of the flaws that Devin Haney got, like Gary Russell, Lomachenko will expose it.
Gary Russell is
hold on. I gotta reiterate that too, Miss T.
The fucking nylons and lipstick. Let Miss Gary Russell with his nylons and lipstick be great, because that's what he needs to worry about. His transgender.
How long ago was that Lenore's fight?
The who?
How long ago was that Linares fight?
Oh, that was
20,
about
21,
three or four fights before.
Yeah, that's
2021.
what I'm saying. So, what I can say about Devin too, since then, that he's learned a lot, and it's like every fight he fights, he gets better. So even though he got rocked back then, he could have been improved his defensive skills or whatever. I've seen improvement since then, but he's got rocked, is what I'm saying. I'm not
I don't hold it against him that he got caught. You
yeah.
12 rounds, you gonna get caught.
But it was a long time ago, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but when he fought JoJo, if JoJo had the stamina and never took off the gas, am I wrong, General Big Fish? That might have been a different fight.
You sound like Fred. You sound like Fred from Barbershop Conversations. Because Fred was saying like, oh yeah, JoJo was clearing out my gym. He was knocking everybody out my gym. He kept trying to get out. No, I'm trying to tell you because I was actually on his show. He said these things. He was trying to tell everybody that JoJo was going to clear nobody. Devin Haney fought him in the pocket for a reason. He also allowed him to be hit for a reason because that was right after the Linares fight. And then they kept trying to say, oh, yeah, you're fighting bombs. Yeah, you fought like a 100-year-old Linares, whatever. So then he fought JoJo Diaz, who only had one loss, and who actually beat Tampa Farmer, which was really like he was like something like a big thingy at the time in lightweight. So JoJo Diaz beat him. When Devin Haney 9 rounds out of 3, so nobody won 3 rounds. But all of a sudden, oh my God, he's the worst fighter on planet Earth. He can barely make it. I don't know what he's doing.
Let me ask you something, Destiny. One thing I'm gonna attribute to Devin Haney: if you ain't got no gas tank, you don't need to get in there with this nigga. Am I lying when I say that? If you don't got no gas tank, you don't need to get in with Devin Haney. Is that a factual statement? No, I'm just asking because I got something else to say. No, Devin Haney got a gas tank out of this world. He does not get tired, and he can box, and he don't fall off his plan because he knows how to box and he don't get tired. Okay, cool. What happens when you meet somebody that's just like you, who don't get tired but can box and move in angles and all that shit? What happens?
That make you mad. That shit get you frustrated.
He never lost energy. JoJo Diaz never lost energy.
JoJo Diaz did.
When you must have missed it too. What round did he lose his so-called energy?
JoJo was tired. He didn't stay on the gas the whole rounds.
What round?
In the later rounds, all the later rounds, he did not press on the gas and stay on the gas.
Because he could not. He had nothing to counter it. His coach in the corner was not giving him sound advice neither. He did not know how to cross the ring. He did not know how to neutralize Devin's jab. He did not ever take away Devin's jab. So your job as a trainer is to teach somebody to put off the ring. So, and if his jab is the best thing, because the jab is every punch and every fight anyways. He didn't know how to take the jab away. I've seen Devin take people's jab away. Linares, for example, he was dog Linares from round 1 up until in the very last 3 or 4 or 5 seconds of round 10. He was, if everybody want to bring up that little part, because Devin Haney walked to his corner with the stanky leg because little buddy caught him. But they can't even count that as like a good punch or whatever. They couldn't count that ring full of Linares. The reason being, because after the bell rang, we saw Devin with the little stanky leg. So only legitimately they could give Linares was round 11. And then round 12,
Destiny Haney. Destiny Haney. Did you see what Linares did?
Hell no.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Fish. Who?
Miss Fish, I stupid.
Don't do it, Big Fish. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
that wasn't the answer.
Hold on, what's the question? You said, did she see who what?
Who did what to who? Not a reliable source.
Big Fish, what you say? Did she see who did what to who?
How Lenores was binging on that boy Haney.
Uh-huh.
You didn't see that?
You see,
Miss T?
that's why the judges had it pretty much lopsided because you ain't see it
Yeah.
either.
But
That's why the judges have
that was a
lopsided.
that was a low talent doing him like that. So when you see this elite fighter next weekend, it's gonna be a different story. I'm
Next
telling you.
weekend though, it's not
He
next
go
weekend.
he go try. It's this weekend.
No, it's not next weekend. It's the weekend following next weekend.
It's
So it's
it's
3 weeks
next
away.
weekend. No,
Hey, he sound like Charleston White.
he
Yeah, yeah,
said
yeah.
next
Nah, nah,
weekend.
nah.
Next weekend.
Next weekend. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm like, wait.
Yeah. So go on, save my $100 up. You feel
He's
me?
nervous.
Because I'm gonna need that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to hit me
Hey,
on
General
Sunday,
Big
none of that
Fish.
shit.
We rich.
So
We
You
about to
saying?
get paid.
You keep
Miss T,
doing
you
this,
know I'm gonna be on your way.
ATL.
I got your phone number. You can't run from me.
Oh, hey, ATL, you already know we're gonna tag team her
You know
ass.
what I'm saying?
Hey, look,
Tag
Big
team
Fish. We
back
about to
again.
be rich. We about to be
Hey,
rich.
Miss
Read
T,
my lips. Rich.
Miss
We
T,
going to
when you answer the phone, it's
Sizzler.
gonna be like, you got a call from, yeah, shouter.
Hey, they got a Sizzler where you at,
Tag
Miss T?
team
That's
back
we
again.
going
Give
to
me
the
my
Sizzler.
money.
All right, we going to the Sizzler. All
Yeah, we
right.
going to the Sizzler.
Sizzler, damn, they
That's
still got them
right.
shits where y'all at?
What's this
Hey,
for?
hey,
That shit like
hey.
Shoney's goddamn.
Oh, yeah, but okay, yeah. John's whatever it's called, something different. Yeah,
Hey,
the
I
I'm
want
a
the steak and onions.
hey,
Steak and onions, I got you.
I'm gonna use a portion of my proceeds to buy
Hey, you
Destiny
could go
some
eat right and
Kleenex.
then call me and I'll be
you
like,
got
shit, you can
what?
take
Definitely
my
You
some.
got
card number down. I'll pay for your bill and everything.
Big
Yeah,
Fish, what you
look.
finna buy me? Black Jesus. Black Jesus. What you gonna buy Black Jesus?
You
I'm
can
gonna
go to
buy you some
Sizzler, Mitzi,
Kleenex.
and you can order whatever you want. Just call me. I'm gonna give my card number so you can pay right there.
Hey, but
But
you know
I
what?
look,
if
back,
your ass losing,
look. I'm gonna break you off like they did when Meryl
nope,
Streep finally won her Oscar. They said the streak is over. The streak is over.
nope. I want
But,
two
Hey, look.
supreme pieces with no pork.
but Big Fish,
I
one
look.
thing's for certain, two things for sure. I ain't afraid to cry. Because you know what? I have cried on plenty of fights when my fighter did not
And
win.
look, I want to
Really?
make it difficult.
Man,
Mitzi,
I'm talking
you
about
gotta order me two supreme
I
pieces with
cry.
no pork.
Two
Well,
supreme pieces
that make
from
me
Marcos.
Medium. No, no. From a
I'm
Because
even
name
more
brand.
confident now.
lost against his first fighter.
It could
You
be a deal, but no pork.
Buster Douglas, I would never get over Mike
I
Tyson.
just want two
Look.
pieces so I can
Virginity
watch the fight.
broken.
I'm gonna
That's
send
the
you. I'm
first
gonna
time.
send you two supreme pieces from
I'm gonna
Now,
eat that
Pizza
for
Hut.
Sunday.
no,
Okay.
no,
And
no,
can I get a Coca-Cola zero sugar?
Yeah,
no,
I,
no,
I think I can throw a drink down your throat.
no.
Hey, send him some water, Miss T.
I know, right?
Instant water, yeah.
Water check, water
Water
check.
check. Water
Yeah.
check.
Modern King, please come on this damn channel so we can get the Devin Haney haters all the way the fuck together. Because it's like three.
Hey, Destiny, look.
Oh,
In
that's
about
Now,
another month,
hey, General.
I'm gonna
She
be looking
called
like your ass. We're gonna be matching. We're gonna
she
be
called
twins. I
Bill.
gotta get some glasses too. I can't see shit.
She called
well,
Bill
she
Haney. She called
she
Bill
called.
Straight
Haney.
up. After my birthday, I'm gonna get my life right. My birthday next
Hey,
month.
I
all
can't hear you too. What you say?
when
Hey,
I first
look,
Big Gemini.
when I
hey,
first went to work,
listen,
I
ATL.
forgot my glasses. Like I have some reading glasses at home,
She
but I
called
have
I
Bill
forgot
can't
them.
see
Haney.
shit, shout. I swear to God, I be like
You
this.
called Bill Haney.
I could
I
not
be
see.
looking for shit.
Did you
I
call
can't
Bill
see shit
Haney?
close up, but I
Destiny?
can see a mile away.
No, I didn't call. I didn't need to call Bill Haney.
You
No, I
You
got
didn't.
called
Bill.
Devin?
I didn't need to call neither one of them. I'm just saying, like when I had the first, like when I first like went back to work for real, and I was looking at that computer screen, and it was trying to, show me whatever I need to do. Yo, I was like,
No.
You
Yeah.
stupid.
"What? It's gonna get better." That shit get fucking better. That shit gets worse, actually.
I look.
That's
I
why you
thought
don't know
Bill.
how to pick fights.
Look, Martin King. I thought. Oh, hold up, y'all. Martin King is in the building. What's Papa King? What you say?
Hey, babe.
What say you?
Oh
What's good,
shit.
y'all? What's
What
Hey,
good?
up?
Can
What
y'all
up?
hear me?
Good.
yes,
Yeah,
You
we
can hear
What
me?
got
up,
you. We
fam?
can hear you.
yes, boss.
What's good, ATL? What's good, Destiny? What's good, Miss T?
Cool it.
Hey, you forget General Big Fish? Come on,
Oh,
Monty
what's
King.
good,
That
General
nigga
Big Fish? How you
quiet.
doing, bro?
What's up, man?
I feel say y'all beefing or
What's
something.
good?
What's
What's
going
good?
on?
Right. This is just like cooler than a
Yeah,
summer breeze.
yeah,
We disagree on
yeah,
everything,
Destiny.
but
Yeah, Destiny. I'm an avid Haney fan. Like I'm a fan of the moment.
no.
And when he beat that boy Cambosos twice, I was all in. He whooped that boy
Hey,
good.
shout out to my
So I'm
baby
a Haney
brother.
fan.
Shout out to the king.
You know,
You know, you know what?
you
You are
know.
king
You,
amongst kings. You are the king amongst kings. You are
Hey,
the Alpha and the Omega amongst the kings. There you go, my
General
daughter.
Big Fish.
oh,
Don't you get tired of
that's
being
sweet of
right
you,
all the
Destiny. That's real
time?
sweet of you.
Nah, I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
She's a beta amongst betas and amongst
Me,
the haters. She's
me
a
and
beta amongst the betas amongst the
me and Big
haters.
Fish tired of being right all the time. Damn,
Man.
it's
Oh, y'all been right all
it's
the
such
time,
a
Miss T?
it's such a heavy load
That's
to
what's up.
carry. Ah,
I know that's right.
So what you know? So when Debbie Haney tried to fight little Lomachenko, and when he was only 19 years old, and Lomachenko opted for the franchise belt to avoid fighting Lomachenko. Where's the same energy? Did you have the same energy then for
listen,
Lomachenko? So all of a sudden, Lomachenko's like a whole different individual. He's a whole different person. Like he has like
Exactly.
the balls. He has the
hey,
gall.
hey,
Exactly.
He has the
I'm
you
gonna
know
tell you.
Talk to
I'm
balls.
him,
gonna
Destiny.
I'm gonna I'm
Talk
gonna
to
tell
him.
you. I'm gonna tell you.
Doesn't he look like
Lomachenko
pussy?
Lomachenko lured Devin in. He said, just as I thought, everything's going as planned. He lured him in, told him
So
he
he
was
took that all
big,
2 times
told
in
him
a row.
he was big and beefy, act like he was a little nervous. Lomachenko gonna dance around all around that
So
nigga.
he took
He gonna
that
face
ass.
5 people in that ring.
So he
It
took that
sounds
ass
good. It
in
sounds good.
2020 in an ass whooping in 2022 to prove to Devin Haney that he's the man with the master plan. So he got dog walked in 2020 and he got dog walked by Ortiz in 2021, 2022, I'm sorry, to prove he's the man. Girl, you sound like these crazy ass Republicans that's saying that
Damn. Damn.
chickens was eating ballots and then was incinerated. Miss T, stop it. You're not even considered.
We gonna see what kind of energy you have when Lomachenko beat his ass. You make sure you here Monday morning,
Miss
bright
T,
and early in the afternoon, and
Miss
then
T, one thing for certain, two things for sure. I'm still ain't gonna like little buddy. I don't give a flying fuck if he does even like beat
but
my
you
baby.
gonna take this L. You gonna
I heard
take this L.
Miss T.
Are you
Miss T.
but you
What's
what
up?
you gonna do, Miss T? If you
What's up? What's
if
up?
you
I
got
heard I heard your consistency on saying that Haney gonna have girl problems and things like that, but he's been getting better and better each fight. And his girl been right there next to him with her long ass nails and her
Hey,
skinny ass body.
but they might have a fight.
first of all, Modern
They
King,
might have a week.
why not talk
Marty
about
King,
himself?
hold on. You a
She got
man
to have
too.
some meat on her.
Hold
I
on,
like girls with meat on them.
Marty
About
King.
something else though. Why
Marty
we got to
King,
talk about
be
something else?
honest. Be honest. Is he different? Do you look at him like something he's not himself? He's trying to be somebody that he's not. And I feel that that's going to factor in his fights going forward. Not just Lomachenko. Let's be honest. Even if he's able to maintain himself in the ring, is he beside himself? Is he different and just in his regular life? It is not Devin Haney to have no grill up in his motherfucking mouth. Look at how he dressed in all the chains. And that dude is like a lost motherfucking puppy.
No, I hear you.
Like,
I hear you. I
he
haven't been
like that,
watching much of that. Yeah.
yeah. And he like that dog when that little dog be jumping over Spike back in the Looney Tunes. How we gonna get him, Spike? Spike. Just jumping back
Yeah.
and
I
forth.
remember that dog. I
Like,
remember that dog.
he motherfucking Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
Miss T, so question though. So
What?
when Mayweather, even before he became Money Mayweather, still when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, right? When
Mhm.
he was telling the UFC fighters, I can buy your whole life with my credit card, right? And he was like swiping, like he was swiping money or whatever. And he went on like the UFC or whatever. Did
Mhm.
you ever have the same energy for Floyd Mayweather? Just because Devin Haney, he understood, like he learned. That's what Mayweather kept saying. Like I left all y'all young people my green print. I'm showing y'all how to get there. It had to get there
Yeah.
faster than the
No
way it
doubt.
had to go. Then they had to go the same way.
But hold on, hold on. I'm gonna answer that,
Work
and I'm
smarter,
gonna
not harder, is what he
now
said.
I'm gonna say this. What you saying about the UFC? Honest to God, I didn't hear that, but I'll take your word
Mhm.
for it. But I'm gonna give you a better analogy. He almost lost the fight with Madonna. Why? Because Miss Jackson stuck it to his ass. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I
Miss
Y'all
T,
remember that.
remember that?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
remember
Miss
that.
Jackson.
no,
Ooh,
no.
yeah. He
He
almost
was
lost that
crying in
fight.
there. He was crying on
Yes,
the
he was.
videos.
He was fucking, yeah, he was
Miss
fucked
T,
up, and it
he was
affected him
never,
in the ring.
Miss
That
T,
fight, the second fight with Maidana, was way different than the first fight, and Floyd was hurt behind that shit. Nelly just took Miss Jackson.
no, wasn't
Yep.
even Nelly
It showed
actually at
all
the
on his
time.
HBO specials or whatever
Actually, it
specials
wasn't
he
even
was on.
Nelly. Actually, it was not even Nelly. But with that being said, Miss T,
Mm-hmm.
according to CompuBox, Little Buddy only landed 23% of his punches. And in the very first round, that's where everybody credits. That's why everybody kept trying to say, oh, Madonna gave him that work because he landed 24 punches out of 100. And that was the only round he threw 100 punches in. He never threw another 100 punches in any other round. And he only landed 24.
I didn't ask you
So
that.
that
I asked you, was Mayweather different? Was
means
Mayweather a little substandard
we
in
just
that first fight with Maidana? If everybody being honest, you have to say yes.
no, no, I'm gonna tell you no. I have seen Mayweather doing the same thing by people who thinks they can bully him in the ring by throwing. You know what? Oscar De La Hoya did the same thing.
Yeller Beezy.
Oscar De La Hoya did the same fucking thing.
That's on
He
me, baby.
got to the shoe shine at the end of the ring. He would throw all those punches that didn't even land. Mayweather was using that shoulder roll on them niggas all day. And you know why he was able to use that shoulder roll? Because you cannot use the shoulder roll on a southpaw. If you ever notice, Mayweather had a harder time against southpaws than he ever did against right-handers. Because you cannot use the shoulder roll on fucking southpaws because it does not work.
50 and 0.
It does not work. So that's why he if you ever notice when he fought Zab Judah, Miguel Cotto, the fights that he really had a tough fight with,
Mm-hmm.
he could not use that shoulder roll because
But
Miguel Cotto wasn't
why
a
did he do
southpaw.
so much better the second Maidana fight than the first fight?
he decided to fight him in the middle of the ring and he decided to show people
So you
he
can
fight
find
he
something
never
effective.
fought McDonough. But Miss T, you already saw though. After the first round, the second round, Mayweather totally dominated the second round. The third
Maidana,
The third round was, the fourth round was definitely Madonna. The fifth round was, I can just kind of say Mayweather. But
Maidana was all on Floyd that fight.
after
All on Floyd.
maybe Miss T, stop. Yo, Miss T, go back and watch that fight and stop drinking.
No,
Because
I'm serious. Maidana was all on Floyd. I still think Floyd won. I think he inked it out. But the second fight was a drastic difference.
he fought
He
Mayweather,
lost one of them fights.
Mayweather didn't even have matching gloves. He
Mayweather
was
lost one of them
country as
fights.
a
I can't
motherfucker.
remember which one.
With Maidana that first
he
fight.
who?
Y'all
He
see,
lost
he
to
came
who?
in the ring
It
with
wasn't the
red and
first one.
some, yeah. The
He
It
first
wasn't
fight
lost
the
with
to
second one. It was the
Maidana,
third one.
let me
who?
tell you,
First,
he was
he
more,
never fought nobody
he
three times.
was
He
more
fought three times.
substandard. He was more
Mayweather has never
substandard
fought
in the
nobody three
first
times.
fight
Mayweather
than the
has
second.
never
Man, if
lost
it
a
was that
fight.
man, that Mexican dude, he fought twice that second fight. So I thought he lost.
Which,
Let me
I
tell
mean, was
you,
he talking
Oh,
we are
about?
only human. And then you talking about
Castillo.
Devin Haney, who is not Mayweather,
I ain't talking
who
about
don't
Devin
even
Haney.
have the discipline. I'm saying we making a comparison to Devin.
No, Devin Haney got
Who is
discipline
it?
now.
Mayweather don't have the discipline or know how to do anything like a Mayweather. And I'm telling you,
He got discipline.
I hope that fight. I hope leading up to that fight, him and that girl be on good ass terms.
He get better every time. I'm sorry, Miss T. Every time he stepped in that ring, he got better. Just like he beat the shit out of Ken Bosa's that second fight.
Hey, Miss T, he married that Taz Angels girl.
He beat the shit out of Ken Bosa that second
Taz
fight.
Angel.
Yo, he fucked out Ken Bosa the first fight.
But nah, the second one, he whooped his ass.
Tito was big. He could never do. Tito
Bosa didn't even move his face.
What's up, Jerry?
You know what?
Hey, Jerry.
Look,
I'm gonna open the phone line.
Great.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna open the phone line, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry finna get on.
Listen, you can't do no marathon, Jerry. We got one question because you coming in.
Jerry, a talking motherfucker, boy.
So, I know, but
you remind me of motherfucking Howard Cosell or some shit.
Jerry, get off the line. It'll be 5 hours and 23 minutes.
Shit,
oh yeah, he be putting me to sleep. I be thinking I'm listening to a novel and shit.
I be drooling on the computer and shit. My shit be short.
You be putting on your work boots.
It's still funny shit.
Like, damn, it's the next day. Hey, Jerry, no marathons, but we debating will Haney get beat by Loma or not. Jerry, you can call me in. Phone lines should be open.
When Jerry calling from Pennsylvania or some shit? In the fucking private state.
We'll be talking about Devin. We'll be talking about Vander Holyfield and Mike Tyson and shit. Like, how the fuck we talking about them?
Hold on, damn. Jerry,
you Vander Holyfield. No. What happened? Why Mike Tyson bit his ear is because
do what?
Mike Tyson was holding.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is Jerry what? Let me see.
Mike Tyson was holding. That's why he bit his ear, and he wouldn't bit his ear.
Hold on.
He wasn't holding.
That's not what happened.
It's from Jerry. Jerry calling the back phone.
Yeah, look, I gotta hold the phone. It still didn't work, Jerry. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna hold this phone all day. But the phone,
Miss T, you still got a phone in the kitchen on the wall?
First of all,
in the kitchen on the wall.
Hey, that sound like the phone that you had to do like this. Look.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, the dollar.
Hold on, let me see.
Damn, she got the rotary joint.
Nah, I got the.
You had the phone that go like this.
Hey, shut the hell up!
I got the old ring. I want that old thing back. Yeah, I want the old shit. I
know I almost killed myself, right? Y'all know I almost killed myself, right, Miss T? Miss T, you know I almost killed myself, right? I almost killed myself like 4 weeks ago. I was squatting down in the sand dunes and fucked around and jumped off the fucking thing because I thought it was gonna fall over. And I ran over my back foot. Almost broke that motherfucker.
Oh damn!
Hey, Miss T.
Crazy.
Hold on, y'all, so I can hear Jerry. Jerry.
Oh, he on there? My bad.
Jerry, is you there? Yeah,
he had to hang up and do this again,
Hey,
Miss
hold
T.
on, y'all. Can y'all hear Jerry? Jerry, say something.
Nope.
You can't hear?
We can't hear him.
Rotaries don't got speakerphone, Miss T.
You ain't listening to me.
Rotaries ain't got speakerphone, Miss T.
He still got one of them phones that if you do that wrong, you gotta hang up and do it again.
Start over. Jerry, okay, is it working?
You gotta put the receiver to the speaker and shit.
You heard how it rung.
I don't listen, man. I gotta go in there and do something. Jerry, I don't know what to tell you, Charlotte. I can hear you. I was trying to put you on.
He's still on no G.
Call one more time, Jerry. One more.
Damn, where Jerry live at? He live in the flats or something? Ain't got no. Damn.
He live in Mineral. He live in Mineral, Maryland.
Oh, see.
Oh, see, I never even heard of Mineral, Maryland. I'm from Maryland.
I'm just joking. Hey, Marty King, you know how people be trying to flex on where they from. I'm from ATL. I'm from New York. And then you be like,
yeah.
From Mineral, Tennessee.
He climbed up to the pole.
All right, y'all be quiet. Let him talk.
He got a signal.
All right.
What up, Jerry?
Hold on, Jerry.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Hold on.
But
let me see.
You got
Jerry,
dial 611.
hold on, y'all. Jerry, are you there? Can y'all hear Jerry?
You
I
need
can
his
hear you,
extension.
Jerry.
Oh yeah, I hear his squeaky voice.
All right, yeah, Jerry, just speak up. You on my phone? I got the phone in front of the mic, so I ain't
What
gonna
up,
hold you
Jerry?
all day.
What's
But
good,
Jerry,
Jerry?
go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, Haney and Lomachenko. It was a good fight. It should be a good fight. I'm definitely in the camp that Loma, not the same fighter
Good
as
fat
Loma
boy.
was 5 years ago. Loma hasn't been a champion for a while, and he wasn't on the pound for pound list, but until just a couple weeks ago, somehow he popped up on the ring pound for pound. I don't know how, but that's good for Devin Haney, because Devin Haney wants to be on the pound for pound list badly, and typically if you beat somebody on that pound for pound list, you take their spot, or you at least get in there. So things have worked out brilliantly for Devin. He went over to Dazin. He said he wanted Lopez and Loma, but when he went to Dazin, he ensured that he wasn't going to be getting those fights. Even though he was calling them out, he knew, like everybody else should have known, when you sign with a different promoter on a different network, you're not going to get the fights with the top guys on the other promoter and the other network. It's not going to doesn't work like that. We know that. But he went over there and he made some money. He had 4 or 5 fights. He beat up on some washed up featherweights that had names like Linares and Gamboa. He made some good money. And then he signed with Top Rank. And the first fight, he fights for Undisputed. Then he gets a rematch. He got his highest payday. And he got the defenders belts against a guy that he already easily beat. And in the third fight, he gets Loma. So whoever is guiding Haney's career, they're doing a good job, really, if you look at it, because it's not like he's a super popular fighter, but with the way he's being guided, it's working out well. The only problem for him is he's outgrowing that 135 division, and he's going to have to move up sooner, probably rather than later. And when he does, he's going to move up without those belts, and that's going to be tough for him because he'll be in a new division with no belts, no leverage. So, but up to this point, he's doing good. From what I've seen from Loma in his last fight, I thought Loma lost that fight, his last fight. I haven't been impressed with Loma much the last couple of years, and but he might still have one great fight in him, and let the best man win.
Okay, Jerry. Now, do you think that Haney, if he's able to make 135, do you think he could beat Shakur Stevens or Tank Davis?
Well, those are tough fights. Yeah, I mean, if we knew, in my opinion, I mean, Shakur is an ultra talented guy. I mean, he just is. I mean, and he ain't small at 135 neither. He could probably go to 140 himself because he's not small at 135. He's got good size on him, and so I would maybe slightly favor him against Haney and Tank. I don't know. With Tank, I don't know if I would pick anyone to beat Tank below 140. I even think he'd beat a lot of the 140 guys if he catches them. It's lights out.
Yeah, Jerry. Yes, sir. I agree.
So, Miss T, first of all, nobody said
Man.
Devin Haney only went to get the undisputed. You're fucking right, because you know why? He was next in line. Wait, let me finish, y'all. He was next in line to be undisputed. When T-Ho had all the belts, him and Daddy knew they held the key. And then the first thing that T.O. Daddy said was, "Oh yeah, Devin Haney's next," because they knew Devin Haney actually had the real WBC belt. And the reason why Devin Haney had the real WBC
Shit.
belt, according to even Lomachenko came out his own mouth, it's because he went for the franchise belt. Okay, and that's when nobody was only 19 years old. So that's the first thing. So Devin Haney, yeah, he kept trying to make the fight happen with T.O. He kept trying to make the fight happen with Tank. Mind you, Shakur Stevenson at the time and Devin Haney was never in the same weight class. And y'all can go back and listen to some of Shakur Stevenson's old ass interviews. And he said, "Yeah, me and Devin, We never fought in the same weight class, even in amateurs. He was always one weight above mine. So again, so they tried to make the fight happen with Camboza when he was with Matchroom, him and his daddy. There was not enough money on the line. So then he went with Bob Arum, and they signed that damn two deal, which in Australian dollars, it was not American dollars. That and then Australia paid for Cambozo's purse.
Yeah, the government,
Did
right?
not make most money. Actually, Devin Haney made his less money ever fighting against Cambozo in both of those fights, right? And then you're trying to say Lomachenko? Lomachenko, he fought this man, he was 19 years old. The only reason why he's fighting him now is because he's 35 and his whole country disowned his ass. And they all keep trying to say he's a traitor and all this other kind of weird shit. He's in fucking war. That's the reason he's trying to fight Devin Haney now, because he needs a couple of coins, I guess, to defeat his own people. Because Russians and Ukrainians are literally the same fucking people. But whatever. Same thing like Pakistanis and Indians. They're same fucking people, but whatever.
Don't be racist.
That's not racism.
Hold on, Pakistani and Indian people are the same people? Oh no, I don't think so.
I'm Cherokee.
She's talking about the India people. I think she's talking about the India people.
She's not from India, like the country of India.
I'm just messing with Destiny.
People. Like
Texas black people in Oklahoma.
I like to hear Destiny go out.
Jerry, get the fuck out of here with your racist bullshit, bruh. Because I'm not gonna go here. I'm not gonna go here with you.
Jerry didn't say nothing.
What Jerry do with Destiny? What did he do? I ain't hear it.
Telling good lies and alibis. That's what the fuck he's doing. Lomachenko. The fuck happened when Devin Haney was only 19 years old. He was trying to fight Lomachenko. Get the fuck out of here, son. I'm about to son your ass. You about to be my baby.
Lomachenko, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but
damn, Jerry.
Piles put on them, the Ukrainian ones.
Damn. Jerry.
Bullshit. Nonsense. Bro, are you drunk or high? Jerry's gone though, but he's drunk or high or in between. Nigga, you must have been on that mushrooms. Where the fuck y'all got going? Where the fuck you at?
Damn, you got the shrooms.
Is it Tina? Tina, that's what they call meth now. Tina. Come on.
Jerry, you drowning, Jerry. We can't hear you, Jerry.
He gonna be like, now, goddamn Destiny, I don't know.
Destiny, Haney, watch your mouth.
You tell me all that fucking killer bullshit. The election was stolen. That's what the fuck you put on with that shit. And yeah, the
I don't know who the hell that Destiny is, but I got to tell her a thing or two.
Let's go over here.
Oh, I hate you, good bitch.
We'll keep putting your names in
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay.
That white propaganda. We're not going with that white propaganda.
Oh, Lord. Stop that.
Propaganda.
Hey, Jerry, you know what? I do got to bring up something, though, Jerry.
Propaganda.
Hold on, y'all. I do got to bring up something. Jerry, you remember when we was talking about they just gonna steal the fight? You know who they ain't say that about? I said that in the beginning of my show. You didn't hear it. You wasn't in. But I was like, they ain't talk about no stealing of the fight for Tank and what you call him. And before anybody said, but it's Tank and Ryan. But until something happened, you don't know how it's gonna play out. My whole point to it is, did stealing go on? Yes, a lot of people stole that fight. But when they put the fight that people want to see, and it's a good fight, the fucking fight will sell. So I don't want to hear nothing going forward about Crawford and Spence. Like, ain't nobody gonna buy the fight, or they just gonna sell it. This is why people be like, man, that's some racist shit. Because they be like, well, who is they? They say they just gonna steal it. Who is they?
Yeah, right. They talking about us. They talking about like we gonna steal it and shit. We boxing fans too.
But I think that Crawford and Spence is gonna do just as good of numbers as Tank and Ryan.
Miss T,
it should.
You know,
Hold on. Let Jared respond. Go ahead.
sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think so. I would hope that it would, but I really
What?
don't think so. One simple fundamental thing you can follow with boxing is boxing.
Oh shit.
Jerry.
Will find ways to make the fights. Even Ryan and Tank, which was cross promotion, cross network, we don't see them fights get made. But the people that crunch the numbers for those networks and those promoters, they knew that fight was going to do well, and so they took down the roadblocks to make it. And the people that crunched the numbers for the Bud and Terrence, that they really thought it was going to do well, they'd find a way to make it, if you ask me. But here we sit, just waiting on it.
But Jared, they don't know till they know. They can't crunch numbers till they crunch numbers. We can't even get that far before people be naysaying and saying, "Oh, that fight ain't gonna sell." Can we at least get that far?
I bet you nobody knew that Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury wasn't going to sell that first fight. That shit did 850,000.
Wait, listen. Can anybody hear this man talk? I really cannot hear him.
Can I speak on that, Miss T?
They don't have.
Hold on, after Jerry, go ahead, Big Fish. After Jerry.
Okay,
they don't have the financial risk involved, so they can want to fight each other as much as they want to, but if the promoters don't put up the money to finance it, you won't get the fight. But when there's money to be made, they'll make the fight.
Well, no, we're not talking about that part, Jerry. We just were saying.
Miss
I'm gonna let
T.
Big Fish get it. Hold on, Destiny. I'm gonna let Big Fish get in.
Though I'm asking everybody else. Did anybody else hear what the fuck he was talking about? I
heard him, Miss Destiny. The network puts up the money. The promoter don't put up the money.
But hold on, y'all. The whole point
Big Fish
is,
turn.
I don't want to hear nothing about they just gonna steal the fights, and that's the reason we gotta take precaution and pay them less. I want to hear that shit because that shit sound racist to me. But Big Fish, go ahead. It do, Jerry. Not you. You not racist, Jerry. I'm saying it sounds racist to me.
Hey, Miss T, I might be accused. Oh, my bad.
A lot of people that stream the fight.
Hold on, Jerry. It was Big Fish turn.
On certain fights, they factor it in on what they think. Okay, well, we can still make money. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. Streaming is a problem in boxing.
It is, Jerry. It is. But if you're gonna do it for one group of guys, you better do it across the board. Hold on, let me let Big Fish get in. Go ahead, Big Fish. And I see you, Bless.
Okay, Miss T, from what I heard, and I don't know if it's true. I just heard multiple people saying this, is that the Showtime PBC was past their budget, over their budget, and they didn't have any money to give out for a guarantee. But both fighters were offered the fight with no guarantee. But that didn't mean they weren't going to make any money, right? Off of the fight, they just weren't going to be guaranteed anything. So I think that was just the most talked about fight, for the past years, to why that topic came up, Miss T, about stealing fights. Every fight, that's an issue for every fight.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but that just fight was just hot. It was just highlighted for that fight, but I don't think
you had people, Big Fish, that will actually say, I understand why they can't pay them and blah blah blah, because people just gonna steal the fights and we can't do it. No, don't put that as a factor, because then you sound racist. I don't care if you black saying that Tim Scott or whatever the fuck his name, Tim Skeezy. I don't care if you are black. You sounded racist when you said that shit.
But Miss T, out of all the boxing fans in the world, black boxing fans make up the smallest number of the sport. So I don't think we affect the needle like that for them to just be specifically talking about us as an individual group. So I didn't like you how you're taking it. I didn't feel I was being singled out by being black. I just thought I just take that as fight fans, period, still fights no matter what. Everybody.
But Big Fish, they only say it with certain fighters. And
But
it's
did
always black against black. As long as a black fighter fight a Mexican fighter or a white fighter, you'll probably hardly ever hear. Time you put two black fighters, then we got a problem.
but
I
even
don't,
with
I
it,
don't want to hear that shit.
go,
Like that's
just go to
crazy.
this last big fight, Miss T.
Hmm.
Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. That was the black versus Hispanic type of fight where they'll throw big guaranteed money, but neither one of these guys have had a track record to where the promotion will give a Canelo type of purse to
Exactly.
either one of these fighters, because the only reason why Canelo gets that, Miss T, is because he earned that. They know, regardless of how many people are going to steal a Canelo fight, which no, I'm sure a lot of people didn't buy that fight. He's probably going to be around 400,000 or 500,000 for that
Yeah.
Ryder fight, but they
They're gonna
they
make
know
their money.
they know they're gonna make their money. But with the Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fight, they didn't know for sure that they were gonna make their money back. They
And
have
they
no way.
didn't know that with Tank and Ryan either.
Yeah, and that's why exactly, Miss T. So therefore, with that, they didn't give Ryan and
Miss,
Tank no big guarantees. Excuse me, please. Let me just get this out.
okay, go ahead,
They
go ahead.
they they didn't get for what that fight, the potential for that fight, what we all thought it would be. You would expect them to be like, okay, I'm gonna guarantee Tank a $20 million person. I'm gonna guarantee Garcia 10. They're not
Mhm.
gonna take that type of risk. They don't care who it is. The company is about making money, the promotions. They're not just gonna just give a fighter a guarantee just because it's the right thing to do.
But
So
but but
that's why they didn't give Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford a guarantee. But
but look,
that didn't mean that after it was all said and done with the live gate and when the actual pay-per-view numbers, like you said, they're not going to know the numbers until the numbers come in. They were going to then split the pot up how
but
it's
here's
supposed
the
to be
thing.
split.
Here's the
And
thing, Big Fish. Here's the thing. I get everything you're saying. You are on target, right? Everybody got good ideas of what they're saying. This is all I'm saying. Don't offer that up as an excuse or a reason or a factor as to why you cannot pay these motherfuckers a fair wage.
Miss T,
They did not pay Tank a lot of money. 5 million is not a lot, but hell, they gave him that. They wouldn't even offer that for Bud and Spence. So what I'm saying, don't offer this stealing shit because that goes on with every fight. Nobody knew it was gonna do over 1 million until it did over 1 million. And
okay,
Crawford and Spence has the potential to do the same.
wait, Miss T,
okay,
before
Like,
you
T, can
wait,
I?
no, wait.
You've been talking all day.
General Big Fish, hold on. Before you respond though, I mean, Cinnamon, right? When he fought Mayweather, that's what put him on the national stage. And Mayweather only told Golden Boy, aka Oscar De La Hoya, that he would fight Cinnamon if he fought like somebody for a belt or whatever. And he ended up fighting Austin Trout. Austin Trout was never like, he was kind of like a prospect or contender, whatever you want to call it. He was at the point he was a prospect. He was never a contender. He was past the contender part. He was a prospect. Or how you want to like, people always like to say it first, whatever you want to say. Like he was like right below the step of being like a name fighter, like Mayweather or whatever. So Cinnamon fought Little Buddy. That's what catapulted Cinnamon into stardom because he fought Mayweather, and then all the others that does not have the same hue as Miss T, is not melanated, started saying like, "Oh yeah, he was green." So Mayweather, like he bullied this man, although Mayweather 36 years old, but they say he bullied Little Buddy. Although at the time he had like 40 something fights or whatever the case may be, or 50 or something crazy. But supposedly Mayweather bullied him or whatever, and Little Buddy was too green, which whatever. So you're trying to compare what's going on with Devin Haney versus Cinnamon versus Ryan Garcia versus Little Tink Tink. Little Tink Tink has the Hollywood machine behind him. He has Mayweather behind him. Jackson Henry does not have he's not afforded the same opportunity as Little Tink Tink. Let's be realistic. Little Tink Tink is the same kind of fighter Jeff Lacey was. Once Little Tink Tink get in the ring with somebody that actually has real skills, and he struggled against a one-footed old ass Gamboa. And mind you, when Cubans come to America, and I'm gonna say this because I'm, my biological father was an Afro-Cuban. We don't even know what the fuck when they was born. So they can say was born in 1980, and this probably was born in 1970. We don't know the fuck when Gamboa was born. But he fought against I'm gonna say at least 40, at least a 43-year-old, 45-year-old one-footed Gamboa. He struggled against little buddy. He cried about when Mayweather, said he was going to try to set up a fight against him and Lomachenko. Then he also said Mayweather and Leonard Elvey was against him because he had to fight the Pedraza, whatever little buddy name was. So what are we even talking about right now? He only had Ryan Garcia needed a Tink, and Tink needed Ryan Garcia to do the numbers they did. If they really did those numbers, they did not break records. Only time pay-per-view, this is facts, you can Google it yourself, they only show numbers if they're breaking fucking records. So they never broke the record because Mayweather has already broke all those those numbers. The top 5 numbers is Money Mayweather. And then the other, like 2 or 3 or whatever, is Mike Tyson. So I don't understand. What are we even talking about right now? Like, this is bananas. Complete bananas.
Hold on. What Jared was talking about, I think with those are good points, Destiny. But go ahead, General Big Fish. I think they were talking about something. We were talking about something different.
Yeah, Destiny, you went out the rails. You want to talk about Devin Haney all night. We weren't even talking about him.
First of all, he brought up Devin Haney first. But you're welcome.
Hold on, but back to the point, the bottom line point is don't use that as a factor. That's not fair. That's what I say. It's just not fair. Don't even use it.
I respect your opinion very much, Miss T, but that him saying that it was relevant to that case, to that fight, just like it's relevant to our fights, even though it may not be highlighted, but that is a fact that it is something that is looked at for every pay-per-view fight that's put on, and that's how a guarantee is set. So just because we see what the guarantee is, that's what most people just be like, oh, okay, that's the cutoff point. Earl Spence was guaranteed $3 million, so the assumption and the narrative is he only made $3 million for that fight. No, that's not true for any fighters. They get the back end, the mysterious back end money. So going to the Terrence Crawford fight and Earl Spence fight, they could have made a boatload of money. They wouldn't have been guaranteed. They wasn't going to be guaranteed any money, but only way they wouldn't have got paid is if the fight would have flopped. And we all know that fight wasn't going to flop. But they just didn't want to put any money up or couldn't put any money up because Miss T, you were saying that they were going out of business at one point. So where did they have money to put that up?
I get that they don't have no money, and I'm cool with that. Just say I ain't got no fucking money. Don't come back and say, oh, they just gonna steal it. And that's why we have to pay them less. Don't do that. Because now you sound racist when you say that shit. Now that's for specific motherfucking fighters when you say that shit. Because if you didn't say it for Tank and motherfucking Ryan, then why the fuck do you say it for Earl and Crawford? Because I believe that both of those 2 fights have just the same amount of opportunity to do that well. But you see them, like she said, the machine is behind Tank, and Ryan got his own machine. So won't these promoters get off their ass, shut up, humble themselves, get up, and motherfucking do some promotion like they did Tink and Ryan, and maybe, just maybe, we might be in the millions as far as pay-per-view.
Miss
But they
T,
don't want to do that.
Miss T, hold up though. Hold on. Right, you talking about
They
like
some bougie
okay,
motherfuckers.
that's what you're talking about. You talking about the numbers, right? You talking about like pay-per-view buys. So
Yeah.
let's be realistic. You talking about this backhand money. So you got 100% out of 100%, right? Of the pay-per-view. About 30 to 25% goes to the promoter of the fight, when they're doing the pay-per-view buys, right? And then part of it goes to the network, and then the other part goes to pay-per-view forever, for hosting the fight, whatever, right? So between 25 and 30%, you got to share that with your fighter. So, or maybe what they say he's not doing what the other promoters is doing. So that means he's probably either breaking. I would say he's doing 50% or 60%. He's giving to his fighter. So let's just say he's doing the max 60% to his fighter. So out of let's just say it's 20, 30. Let's go with 30%, right? So he's giving his fighter 60% of the back end money, right? And the pay-per-view buys are what was they, $79, $80, $85, something like that.
$85. Yeah.
$85. So $85. So 10% of $85 is $8.50, right? So then you're gonna do 30% of $85, right? And then you gotta split that 30% between two. So you're getting 15% and then 15%. They're
But
not making it money, y'all. That's why y'all see Devin Haney is on the same playing field. That's why you see Devin Haney's on the same but that's why you see Devin Haney on the same playing field when it comes down to gross money or whatever.
hold
And
on.
you know what? No, hold up, before you say something else. Adrian Broner has even came out his own damn mouth and said the same thing. Other fighters, even Deontay Wilder came out and said the same thing. That back end money is full of shit because you're splitting the money with your goddamn promoter. If your promoter is not like a sleazeball, so you're splitting 30% of 100%. So now it's 15 and 15. And let's just say that's what it is. Let's just say that's what it is. What if it's not that one? Well, let's say it's 12.5, versus 13.
I
What
think
I'm trying to tell you. What if it's that one?
I think the math is like this. Whatever the pay-per-view comes in, they have to reach a certain number before it's going to be allowed that those fighters get a split.
No,
Hold
that's
on,
not how pay-per-view works though.
let me finish.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go
When
ahead.
the pay-per-view comes in, let's say you sell 200,000.
Mhm.
So let's say Tank and Ryan sold 200,000, but the mark to beat was 300,000. That means they wasn't going to get no back end if they sold 200. If they sold 300 and above, then they was going to get a split. How I see how the split goes.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. This is how I see how the split goes. 50% of the pay-per-view off the rip going to the promoter, the vendors, whoever the fuck they got to pay. And the last 50% is going to be split between the fighters. Now, if Tank got 70% and Ryan got 30%, then 70% of the 50% that's left. So if you had $1 million, a total pay-per-view revenue, okay, half of that 500,000 is going to the promoter and everybody they got to pay. 70% of 500,000 will go to Tank, and 30% of 500,000 will go to Ryan. That's how I see them splitting up.
Plus the gate, Miss T, they get a portion.
Plus the
of
gate,
the
they get the gate.
But
But we were just talking
the
about.
game is
We were
totally
just
separate
talking
from
about
pay-per-view
the.
buys.
We were just talking about the pay-per-view. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
You have to meet a benchmark before you're gonna even get paid. If you don't reach the benchmark, like a Martin fight, remember Frank Martin and them? They probably didn't even reach their benchmark. So you taking a chance when you sign your contract and say, yeah, we going to get such. Because if you don't meet that benchmark, you ain't getting no back end. But once you meet the benchmark, then half of that money is gone to whoever's owed and paying people back. And then the other half will be split between the two fighters.
And the crazy part is, though, is 45% or 50% is never going to go to the promoter. The promoter is going to get like between, I would say, at the most 35% and at the least 20%, right?
But that would be off of half of, like I gave the example, $1 million, 500,000 is half of that million, right? So out of that 500,000, the promoter gets 35%. Whomever else gets 20, that's that and the other. Yeah, they split the percentage through that 500,000. But the other 500,000 is going to be the split that they have on record for the fighters.
No, but see, so I'm tell you, no, that's what I'm about to try to tell you. So you got $1 million, right? You got $1 million with the pay-per-view. Let's just say pay-per-views like you said, $10 a fight or whatever. So between the lowest amount, usually promoters are going to take between 20%, maybe up to 40%. And I know only Mayweather was able to do that one. And then you have 60% left over to the network and pay-per-view or whatever, so 60% automatically, that's at the most, right? But let's not even talk about these kind of cats. These cats is not even those kind of cats. So I could go as high as maybe 25% for these cats. And I might be doing them too much justice. So 75% is already gone out of $1 million. So all you got left is $250,000. You better figure out the fucking money. That's why
75% though,
Miss T.
Because the network
go read. This is why I'm saying like this. That's why White CS said like I shouldn't, because Miss T, you do numbers all day too. What are we even talking about right now? This sounds bananas to me. But according to what they write, the most a promoters are going to get is up to 40, if they even get up to 40%. And you already know a little Tink is not getting up to 40%. He promoted this fight himself because he didn't like Mayweather. So he had to negotiate these prices. But even he was negotiating with those prices with Mayweather. And Mayweather's probably doing 40%, between the network and the pay-per-view, whatever. So 40%. And let's just say Mayweather gave him 25% out of the 40% or 30% out of the 40%. And he only did, what was it, 50,000? The fight before this fight was only like 150,000. So you gotta already take away 60%. And you gotta look at what's going on with the 40%. So he has to split that 40% between him and Mayweather. And then his last fight, I think he did all on his own. Mayweather was not, when he fought the Hector Garcia dude. So that was on his own. So let's just say they worked out a deal was probably maybe 35% or whatever.
I guess I got a different understanding, but I would say this: let's everybody just check that out, just to be in the know, because I swear in my head I see it the way I see it, and Destiny sees it the way she sees it. When it comes to percentage, I do know they got to reach a benchmark, and I do know off the rip, off the dick, as my sister would say, off the dick, the first bit of money gonna get paid out to the people that they owe, however they owe them, whatever the case may be. The Showtime gives a budget, so Showtime gave them money. So, and Showtime, I don't know if Showtime, how much money Showtime is supposed to get back, but as Jerry like to talk about, you got all the you got the endorsements and this, that, and the other. But y'all, it's over 3 hours. Let's wrap it up. Big Fish, what you got to say, Shawty? We wrapping it up. Big Fish. Destiny, what you got to say, Shawty?
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna piggyback off what you were saying earlier. Um, I'm not saying that's how that works. I'm saying, like, usually that's how that works, and you have to go by percentages. And Showtime, they're gonna get their fair share first before the promoters, because they're the name brand, and then pay-per-view and all that other stuff. That's how that works. But whatever the case may be, I don't give a fuck because they're not my money anyways. I'm about to have to drive a damn big wheel to work in a minute.
Hey,
But
Bless, I see you. I'm sorry.
Oh, did you win? Bless 365. She won.
She almost.
Oh, she almost won
She
it.
was one number off of 2,500. Y'all better stop sleeping on bingo. Bless. Let us know because I know you're gonna still be playing after we get off. Come back and let us know how you did.
Oh my God.
You about to win some money in bingo.
Misty, you better have some damn diabetic shoes on when you and I meet face to face.
And Bless.
Diabetic shoes on with a goddamn walker. Because if it's not that or a damn cane or a fucking wheelchair.
I just want my cut. I just want my cut. ATL.
What's up?
Wrap it up, Shawty.
Hey man, you know what I say? Shit, drink your water. Stay away from that sugar, man. Sugar, the number one killer, man. You know what I'm saying? You still can eat healthy. Get on this keto diet. You ain't got to exercise. You want to lose weight. You want to stay away from diabetes. Get on this keto diet, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say, man. I love y'all. I appreciate all the love and everybody coming through tonight, man. I appreciate the panel, everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, everybody send a prayer out to Bless so she can hit big.
Yeah, I'm praying for you, Bless.
Is sent out to you, Bless.
When you hit cash at me $2 on my channel, hey, and I'd be grateful.
I was about to say that, ATL. You said to say, hey, let me hold something.
You know, so we get $2, man. Cash app. It'll be my first cash app on my channel if you can send me $2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cash app me something. Yeah, y'all don't be afraid to hit that cash app on the sister.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
There. You don't put nothing up there, so if you can cash app. Honestly, I
got cash app right here.
I don't do Misty. I do not do the cash app thing. I do the other thing.
Yeah, I ain't monetized. Yeah, I ain't monetized yet.
Me either.
Y'all see this?
Look, I ain't monetized either.
Y'all better get to know this. Let me take these banners down. Become one with this. I found out where you go. Go to Etsy and put this thing in. It's gonna direct you right to the page.
Number. It's a phone number. Oh, okay. Misty.
Go to Etsy.
Misty.
What?
Can you please do the little sticky thingy so I can just pay you money?
What she said?
The little sticker thingy that I always send money to everybody.
The stick, I can't get it until they give it to me. I can't.
I don't understand how this works. This doesn't make sense.
I can't. I'm not monetized, and until they monetize me, I can't get that other way.
Oh,
I only have the cash out.
Yeah, because you're better than us. That's why.
You can't. Yeah, you can't do that. YouTube has to do that for you. Oh. But look, y'all, go to Etsy.
Cash app all day.
You can cash app all day. Go to Etsy and type this address in. It's gonna take you right, because if you try to go to Amazon, it's gonna take you all around the world. Hey, I still advocate no household should be without it. It's a water filter, motherfucking shower. I call it massager hand, but it's definitely have you feeling like you floating. It's a good shower head.
Yeah, Martin.
Water filter. It's gonna help you with your skin disorders. If you got alopecia, it's gonna help you with that. It's gonna help you with your nails. It's gonna soften the water. You're gonna get less toxin on your skin, so your hair gonna grow, your nails gonna grow, everything. Hit it up. Become one with it.
You see what Martin said?
No.
He said YouTube be hating on small channels and winning. Yeah, they do, because they be knocking me back down. That's why I said I'm not even gonna worry about the shit no more.
Miss T,
Like I
I'm gonna
told
call you
you.
after the show too, okay?
All right, I got you. So yeah, y'all hit that up. They do. ATL make some suggestions. We like to talk about health over here. We love to talk about health, but get that for your house, man. It's the best investment for you. I'm gonna put it up one more again. Get that for your house. Hold on. Let me move. Damn, I keep doing this. Let me move that. Get that for your house. Right there on that fucking Amazon address is short form. Go to Etsy, put it in. It's gonna take you right to it. And
you know how you have like the free Fridays, whatever.
The who?
The free Fridays, like you do, like the conversations. Like it does not have to be about boxing on Fridays.
Yeah, I was doing that for a while. Yeah,
you're not doing it no more.
I don't mind doing it, but everybody had to work.
I mean, but it's Friday, right? I mean, I don't know who's off on weekends. Maybe my goofy ass.
I mean, we interrupt like me and ATL. We be getting it in, talking about other shit. Miss ATL, why you ain't had shit to say? What's up with you, girl?
He has shit to say. You already know his little buddy is full of shit.
What she say?
But we're talking to you.
I said I was just in my own zone.
You was in your own zone?
Yes, in my own zone.
Girl, you sound like you about to do a Calgon, take me away. You about to do one of them Calgons, take me away.
I love ATL. As a matter of fact, ATL, from now on, you're not allowed to come on. Unless she's right there. Unless she's right there. I love her. Her energy is so amazing.
She's always right here.
She always right there. Yeah, we just got Miss ATL gonna say we ain't talk to her.
We've been told you what we be on, but you ain't read between the lines.
Well, ATL ain't been on the Sundays neither. I have not been on that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's our fault, Miss ATL. We ain't give a shout out to you. We over here running our mouth.
You always give a shout out to her at the end of the show. I don't give a damn.
To hear y'all talk and y'all opinion.
I don't give a damn if you think about it. At the end of every one of your shows, you be like, "Shit, what the hell, Miss ATL? She be right the fuck here."
Miss ATL, that's a real question. And cover your ears, Mr. ATL.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, put them on. Bud or Earl Springs?
You already know the answer to that, Destiny.
Look, don't think it's because I'm with ATL, but I'm Spence all day. Man,
yeah, we knew the answer to that. Destiny.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not about ATL. I just love Spence. I love the way he moves. Like,
girl, come on.
I just think it's some things that Bud should work on.
Hey,
both of them should work on. Period.
Miss ATL, when we all hang together, it's gonna be me, her, and Destiny with a Bud shirt. We're gonna leave ATL at home. We're gonna have a Bud t-shirt on. We got hard for Bud.
We gonna go I can't say nothing. Hey, I can't say nothing. It's a girls' night. That'll be, you know what I'm saying? Violating the code.
We got you. We got you, honey. We got you, darling. Okay.
Just come back and see me when y'all done.
we gotta put the shirt on reverse when you go back to the house. The Spence on the front. Hey, Miss ATL, you got any closing remarks? What you got for us?
I mean, just stay healthy. Keep drinking y'all water. Stay away from sugar. And be happy. Stop being so angry out here. And these fights gonna happen. I know Bud and Spence gonna get in there. I know they is. We're gonna see who's the man.
Who's the man with the master plan?
A nigga over that motherfucking night. Hey.
It's gonna be Bud. Hey, yeah, y'all stay healthy and all that. Good little interview, Spence. I get it to you. You look healthy and all that. You look big as a motherfucker, but you look healthy, and I guess you are happy and all that. I ain't gonna knock him. He was repeating himself, but he confirmed a lot of stuff to me. But that's a good light that you came out, supported your girl's channel and all that. I ain't got no problem with that. Good on you, Spence, and everything. As far as Tank, y'all don't look Tank. No offense, I ride for you, Tank. You know, you all that to me, but you know, I can't call you a legend. I can't. And if you run it back and you break over 1 million, then I'll call you a pay-per-view star. As far as Lomachenko, in my opinion, gonna beat Devin Haney. Just in my opinion. In Destiny's opinion, Devin Haney gonna beat Lomachenko, and ATL's opinion, Devin Haney gonna beat Lomachenko. Well, let me ask Miss ATL, who gonna beat Lomo or Devin? Or do you even know them?
Devin.
Ah, hell, Miss ATL. I'm gonna need you to part
I don't support the hair colors and the chain like he did for me. He did like just change a little bit, but still he practiced what he preached, and like long as he like, I feel like he still got that focused head, that energy. And I feel like he done grown a lot. So, and Loma, I ain't gonna say old age, but wear and tear, like the war and all that.
The fake war he was in.
He was
the fake one.
Allegedly. Okay, so he was in. Okay, so like what he had to deal with, his body done been through a lot. So even though he's training, in his training, what I seen is it's not his best. Even his last fight, it wasn't his best. So
okay. Well, look, I guess, folks, I'm on the island. I'm by myself. I'm by myself in this one.
Gilligan's.
Gilligan's Island like a motherfucker.
We our tour.
Exactly. The millionaire.
The Professor and Marianne.
Yeah, look. Nigga, hey, look. If you want to quit that job, you can go on and do them old school Hollywood motherfucker.
For
Nigga,
real.
you sound like you can sing that shit though. Them old school songs that they did in Hollywood. You know how they swore they was singing like a motherfucker.
But what? For real.
Anyway, y'all, it's 3 hours and 30. I gotta go hit. Look, I saw you rolling up, ATL. You know I got mine rolled too. So
yeah, you know, that wasn't number hookah.
I guess don't even know how to smoke. So welcome to the unsmoker world with me.
That was hookah.
That was hookah rolled up. Hookah rolled up. Yeah, right.
I'm about to learn how to smoke tomorrow. I'm about to learn how to do it.
Girl, look, Destiny, honest to God, smoke with somebody you trust, and they ain't gonna try to push you to smoke a lot. And when you take one puff, you wait. You wait. You just wait. Even if it's 15 minutes or 30 minutes, because you got to see your tolerance. And you ain't going to do it going ham. So you take one puff, or you sit by somebody and get a contact.
You come smoke with us, we got you.
Wait, hold on. But I tried to smoke my little brother, and they made fun of me.
I feel like we had this conversation before.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing. He said I do this.
Cause you ain't no smoker, so she don't no smoker, so she don't take it back to the throat. You gotta take it back to the throat.
Oh, she Bill Clinton.
Yeah, she ain't in here.
That's
Smoke it up,
That's what I'm doing. I
cannot swallow that.
I don't suck the D. So what the fuck I'm doing?
Damn,
so I'm the worst oral sex person.
I'm standing farted on live.
I know
shit.
that.
I am the worst oral sex person. Sorry, I'm playing
Lord, there y'all go. Now, let's see how they do, Miss ATL.
No, you already know Miss ATL managed because they got a starting lineup and then with some bench warmers. So she already managed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She managed.
That's why I said we'll take good care of Destiny Black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll
Gemini.
And we'll let her cuss whoever out on live, and we'll be laughing like.
Look. Now I'm gonna tell you, if you act a fool, fuck that. She gonna be off the weed. She ain't gonna be able to smoke. She gonna have to be the designated.
I'm gonna let her cuss whoever out. I don't give a fuck.
Good job, Miss ATL. I'm with you, Miss ATL. Let's come.
She gonna be the designated driver.
She ain't driving nowhere. We ain't let her go nowhere fucked up. We don't do that.
Hell yeah.
Look,
You can't go nowhere. Lay your ass down.
But real talk,
you want to, Miss ATL. Curse them out, Miss
You
ATL.
drive good when you smoke. Real talk. But I
drive good everything.
A non, and I have been a non for the last.
Don't feel coming. We got Ubers and everything.
Look, I know, right?
We'll take good care of you, okay?
Yeah, we will.
We're friends.
I don't smoke that bullshit. I can't smoke.
Look, if her mouth get us into a fight, Miss ATL.
I'm right there with you.
Oh, we just fighting.
We just fighting. I gotta know what the understanding was.
We've been ready to fight. We've been ready to fight anyway.
No, I would never do that.
I'm too old.
We don't go through that, but we'll be ready. So
no, I would never do that to nobody though. If I'm gonna be, I'm gonna
hey, we too much fun for that. I promise you.
Exactly. And if I
see everything, I see everything before it happened. I'm like, oh shit, it's time to go.
I'm just playing. Y'all remember that day when ATL was instigating that shit? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all know how to fucking instigate. When you was instigating that shit, I was like, ATL, stop. Like, but I couldn't say it. Miss ATL, I couldn't say it. But I was saying it, but I couldn't say it. And he was instigating, and I was like, oh shit. And I said, I see
doing that all the time, Miss T. It don't work for me. I just let it look. I let it kind of play out, and then look, I try to, hey. You gotta get a stern voice on him, like I'm good. I tell him I'm gonna call his mama. So
now what it is? Oh, we gonna say I'm gonna call your mama. That nigga was
my God.
My mama be like, "What the hell wrong?" I'm like,
"You got folks calling us." But anyway, y'all, let me get off. I'll be waiting for you to call ATM. But
okay.
All right, Destiny. Yeah, listen, with somebody you trust. That is the best advice.
Destiny, you know, you got me on Instagram, all that shit. You know, you hit us up.
I don't have you. I don't be on social medias no more. I don't.
Me either. I don't be on there like that. But this Miss T and probably Facebook.
I
scroll through there. I don't even post it. I scroll through that bit, or I post a video.
I love you, Mrs. ATL, and you know my light skinned brother from another mother.
Destiny, we probably can do a StreamYard because you know you can do StreamYard offline. And it's private as a motherfucker.
We can.
Let's do it. I'm gonna do that one because I don't know nothing about that one.
Like right now, if I sign out, let me show you. Y'all don't hang up. Don't hang up. I'm gonna end the broadcast. Don't hang up.